This is esports! You think esports? This is FTC!
There is one thing that is a constant throughout the fighting game community, and there's one thing that no matter how old it seems to get is at every tournament, and that is BlazBlue here, and we are on top 8. I'm Ebonic Flag, and I am joined by Nobody EXE. How is it going?
It is always a pleasure to be commentating with you. How many years has it been now?
Good Lord.
How many years has BlazBlue Central Fiction been in this top 8 for Combo Breaker? You know, this is the first year back since, you know, unfortunate circumstances, but we're back. And we have some of the old guard with us in our winners semis. Wow, winners semis.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, yeah, exactly. We're talking about, like, Brkrdave, Psykotik being two of the old guards for America, right?
Yes.
And then, you know, we have still what can be considered an old guard in Monarch as well, right?
Monarch is definitely an old guard at this point.
At this point, for sure.
Yes.
And then DLZ, you know, because we're not America, you know, I can't say exactly how old guard DLZ is, but you can tell in his play that he knows exactly what he's doing at all times. Yes. Then we have more old guard going through it. We got Kizzie Kay versus Jibca, Badlime versus Uri.
It's great to see some of these old, like, names always pop up, you know? It kind of really shows, like, even though they're playing different games at this point, they still have the talent for BlazBlue. It's riding a bike, man. You don't lose it. You don't lose it. And it's really interesting to see how the scene has grown throughout the years, even though it's not, you know, considered a main game, but the love is still there.
Yeah, and, no, the love never stops. And
yes.
I mean, like, it only grew even further. We are at what I would consider to be one of the highlights of this game's lifespan. Now that rollback is here, we have seen a lot of new crazy stuff. I mean, we're getting what we've seen so far in the top 16 up until this top 8 right here. And now we are going to see Brkrdave versus Monarch. Now, these two titans have yet to clash since the rollback era at the very least.
So the crazy thing is, Monarch can go either between Lambda or S, or a multitude of other characters as well. But Brkrdave also has Rachel in his pocket.
Yes. I mean, Brkrdave basically just has the best matchup spread you could probably have in this game with both Rachel and Arakune, just super strong. But, I mean, here we go. We are going to find out one of the sole Arakune's ability to be able to catch the king in Monarch.
So here's the thing, right? Monarch, we've seen how good he is defensively. But sometimes it doesn't really matter if you're just blocking because it's unblockable, right?
I mean, yeah, with the guard break bug, and also on the fact that, honestly, that stuff is not something that you can react to in regards to Arakune mix-up. The screen is too cluttered. You're not going to be able to see. However, it's not going to matter defensively if you never let the Arakune player play, and that is the game plan. Monarch is just exuding beautifully, getting the off-screen overhead, and opening this up with a perfect.
You know, Eddie looks a little bit confused right now. I'm not going to lie.
You know, it's funny because Eddie was definitely talking about being confused. Brkrdave on Twitter was like, yeah, I was trying to use 6A as if it were a 6P in Strive earlier today.
Speaking of 6Ps, that was a big whiff from Monarch. No burst available now also, and now he's fully cursed in the corner. We saw one perfect already from Monarch. Are we going to perhaps see, what? Defense!
Yeah, but there it is. Yeah, I mean, you can have so much strength in your defensive end, but unfortunately,
you're going to get hit by an instant overhead.
Yeah,
point,
you know,
right?
You're not reacting, so you have to just make the choice. And wow, what an anti-air right there. Just big enough of a blob to be able to get caught by the projectile.
So here's the thing, right? Even though he did get hit by Brkrdave with full curse meter, he blocked so much of the mix-up that he only took that much damage, and that's very impressive. Not many people that play BlazBlue can really say that. Yeah, being able to weather the storm of curse is actually incredibly important, not for just the sake of never getting hit, but if you do get hit, they don't have a whole lot of curse meter to work with when it happens. Yes.
Oh, but there's the hit. That's going to be guaranteed curse.
Okay, good burst.
That burst looked really weird to somebody who maybe has never played BlazBlue, but that's actually a perfect burst versus Arakune.
Oh, big. Using all of Lambda's movement to really just kind of fly around and get past those strange areas that Arakune can't really get to. Nice check on his forward dash. That should be it.
Yeah, Legacy Edge right there, and tried to stay out of first range, but didn't get the punish. Oh no, but there's the low right there.
It's a low. It's a low, Eddie. That's a low. Yeah. Don't look too confused.
Yeah, that was smart of Monarch to stay outside of burst range, right? Because, I mean, you're already a Murakumo unit. You can just do attacks from outside of burst range in the first place. So Monarch was just like, let's keep it burst safe. Now checking the notes. Do you see that?
He's been checking notes the entire week. I don't know if you noticed. This guy is a genius.
I mean,
He does his homework.
This is one of the sciences of BlazBlue, 100%. Like, you can ask Monarch pretty much anything, and I guarantee you he will have an answer for you about whatever interaction that you can possibly think of.
It's true. I mean, like, it's definitely shades of a lot of the old guard players where, you know, they got the pocket notebook, everything. When should I burst here? What are these players' habits? What are the routes that I should be doing? But, you know, sometimes in BlazBlue, things happen that are very unpredictable. But right now, it looks like Monarch is just kind of, he's controlling this pace.
Yeah, and that was such beautiful use of the gravity well. And I gotta note the 5C placement has been catching pretty much every one of Brkrdave's back dashes.
Yes.
In fact, I don't really find a time where Brkrdave has been able to move on the screen where things haven't just been difficult.
Oh, nice 5HX.
Uh-oh. Oh, J6D right there, but it's gonna be able to use the DP to get out.
Oh,
overhead.
Yep.
Oh, stays out of card cancel range, but again, no punish. You know, I mean, it's very interesting because Monarch is very clearly reading all the defensive options, but then once they actually do come out, has not been able to react to them.
I mean, sometimes it's like, okay, I know what you're going to do here. It's just like, can I react in time to really get that punish? Because Lambda's moves are pretty slow for the most part.
That's very true. That is one of her differences between herself and New 13, for example. Oh, it's going to get blocked, and Brkrdave's going to try to get out. Double overhead. Great forward dash to be able to get past the Dragon Punch.
That's full curse. This is where it starts. Let's see how good Monarch's defense is again. Oh, gets
invisible overhead. Yeah. Again, no matter how many points you put in your RPG defense, it does not matter if you can't see or cannot react to. The guard cancel is also going to be able to get caught right there on the counter hit. This could very well be death as long as Brkrdave suffers no drums.
That goes for the tricky stuff. That was a cross-up.
Yeah.
Hey, did you know that was a cross-up? I didn't.
Well, I mean, it didn't matter because Monarch tried to 2A anyway, or 2B, excuse me.
He probably got his barrier crossed up at that point.
Oh, you know, that's exactly what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, catches his back dash.
Every single time. I actually am hard pressed to remember any time so far that backdash has been effectual.
Yeah, I mean, Monarch had, like you said, he was doing his homework. He knows that no matter what range, if he Lambda just runs up and does 5C, it's going to catch the backdash. He's going to get any defensive options that Brkrdave really wants to do while keeping himself safe. I think the only thing that really stops Lambda from doing that is just a wake-up OD.
Oh, yeah. He used the Dragon Punch to be able to get out of there. I think that's probably Fuzzy mashing out the Dragon Punch, but Monarch looked just so in control that entire set. Going to be able to take it and move on to winners finals.
Yes, exactly. So the big thing is, like, Monarch is definitely a favorite to win this tournament.
Yes,
right?
absolutely.
And he's showing it. He's beating Brkrdave, who is like the epitome of, hey, if you want to become a good player, you have to learn this matchup.
Yes.
And he's showing it.
To be honest, that wasn't just like just Brkrdave either. Like in that matchup, like Monarch had pretty much everything scouted. It was
the neutral was in his control. All the defensive options were read. Paid attention to a lot of the matchup specific stuff, namely the backdash, the where to burst is a really huge part against playing against Arakune.
Yeah.
And then just kind of understanding how Eddie as a player played.
Yeah. And, I mean, hey, that's the reason why Monarch is here in the winners finals now. But we're going to figure out who has got to play versus Monarch. So we talked about favorites to win the tournament, and DLZ is one of them as well. You know, the last time DLZ came over to the States, ended up getting second at Psykotik. That was one of the only other times we've ever seen DLZ here in the States.
Yes.
I cannot remember if they went to EVO at the time, back in the day. So we'll, you know, I'll have to double check that later.
Yes,
but
definitely.
Psykotik is the most recent thing I can talk about. And DLZ got second to Beta Dude. DLZ has basically been unstoppable throughout most of this bracket. I think the hardest was it Coma in top 16 that he had to play, or was it?
It was
DGF.
DGF, I believe.
Okay.
I think it was DGF.
No, DGF was in, or did DGF get sent to losers by DLZ?
It's been a huge bracket, man.
Yeah,
like, honestly, if you say this person played this person, I'd be like, yeah, I believe it.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was watching Soul Calibur, unfortunately.
Yeah,
so,
unfortunately. But, of course,
on the other side, though,
we have two characters that are very crowd favorites.
Yeah.
Susanoo and Carl.
I don't know why you called Carl crowd favorite.
He's my crowd favorite.
Okay, all right.
I get super hype every time he unblockable somebody.
I mean, I love Carl, so I guess we're the two people in the entire venue that is like, yeah.
Every time I see Psykotik just loop unblockables, I get mad hype.
Yeah, and I mean, this is actually one of those situations where there is a chance that looping unblockable may be impossible for DLZ to get out of because he has to unlock his Dragon Punch the first
He has
place,
to
right?
unlock his Dragon Punch, 1. And 2, Susan is a big boy.
He's very large.
He's a big boy.
He doesn't skip shoulder day.
And it just makes it so easy for Ada and Carl to just slap, 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 re-jump, slap, 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 fuzzy, slap, 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 unblockable, slap, slap, slap.
Yeah, unblockable loop's not something that you're going to see like a super large amount when you're watching a BlazBlue tournament, even if a Carl is there. But there are certain characters where you may just see it the entire game.
Yes. Shouts out to Tager.
Oh God,
Shouts out to Tager.
That poor man is trying his best in a world full of superheroes.
He's literally a regular guy. He's Iron Man, except without the booster packs and the lasers and everything cool about Iron Man.
And then he's fighting Goku.
Yes, and then he's just fighting Goku.
But, you know, whatever that case may be, Tager is not on the screen. It will be Susanol versus Carl, as we expect.
So the big thing is, to play against Carl, you have to understand how to play against his sister, right?
Yes.
The big thing is being able to kind of land hits on Ada whenever you can, and Carl won't be able. Oh wow, that was almost terrible.
Yeah, it's just a bit too far away. You know, rare drop right there, and that's really good for DLZ because you know anything can come back from that as long as you keep hitting this doll here.
Yeah, look at how low Ada's health was right there because you know Susan got some big buttons. Got some big buttons. Not that much recovery on a lot of his whiffs also.
Yeah, big meaty claws.
And that 5A, that JA was coming out right there, but you know. Psykotik is kind of like, yeah, whatever. I got one of those too.
Yeah, J for Carl is actually an incredibly strong up RA button. Like, it's, you know, it looks really weird. You think it's kind of like off because it's so stubby, but no, it's actually really good in those particular situations. As you can see, what it afforded Psykotik with the empty jump low right here.
That looked like a high. I'm gonna be real with you.
You know, honestly, I could just be wrong straight up. Like, but there's your high. There's your overhead. Yeah.
Sometimes when Ada's swiping at you in the corner and he does like an empty jump low, it's like, wait, you air dashed though, didn't you?
Maybe.
I don't know, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, one of the hardest parts too on this, so Psykotik has very smartly chosen this stage with the color that it thinks.
With the color palette, this should be banned right here.
Yeah, so, I mean, you know, it's much harder to see Carl because he's also terribly small.
Yes. Meanwhile, DLZ over here picking the most obnoxious color that he can possibly get.
I think this is just an Ireland color, isn't it? Am I tripping?
Is it? It kind of does. Kind of does.
Yo, that's kind of sick,
big overhead energy. Oh, here we go.
Okay.
Yep.
Cross up again, and it's Psykotik looking full control of this match right now.
Danger mode, danger. Okay,
Ooh.
nice mash out. Wasn't ready for it though.
Yeah, just gotta chill. Confrio is gonna be out right there.
Yeah.
Okay, keeps in the air. Eventually, DLZ was gonna get IR blockable if that was not like a good chase down, but I mean, not gonna end up mattering here. Is the first game going to Psykotik, and I have to say that the level of control in that matchup was.
It was definitely leaning towards Psykotik.
Yeah, leaning? I don't know if leaning is the proper phrase there, but I think it's
It was definitely a little bit leaning towards Psykotik. You could definitely tell that DLZ was just he's running on the ground, right? He's trying to catch this little manlet, but it's a little hard when you got a bouncer in front of them.
Yeah, and I mean this is honestly like a super hard matchup in the first place for Susan, in my opinion. Yeah, it's like it's really hard to deal with this character because he's already lacking defensive option until he unlocks a Dragon Punch. But the fact that he's so large makes him susceptible to pretty much everything.
Yeah.
And I mean, you mentioned that earlier, you know, in our pregame, but there's that overdrive cancel, which is really good because it gives Ada her
trying to go for the reset. Was that a cross-up?
Attempted. Press trigger, nice. That's going to give Ada more meter back as well, which means another mix-up is possible. And because of active flow, that overdrive is going to come right back here. Look at that, 50% of your overdrive meter back before the LZ is going to get anything.
Yep. Nice awareness. Even though he got hit right there, he realized that hit.
Wow! What a timing on that roll. DLZ is hard pressed to find a single answer.
Oh my God! He's a nut!
You are trying to meme a little too hard, my friend, as you're going to allow DLZ to make this comeback here. There's the Dragon Punch TRM set up, TRM. And you have to be cursing your own name now if this comeback happens.
Honestly, he's got burst. Honestly, if DLZ gets a burst out of Psykotik in this situation, I'd call that a win.
Yeah, well, I mean, DLZ specifically and deliberately made sure to unlock that Dragon Punch now. So at the very least can get away, but okay.
And now DLZ has to work again to unlock all of these moves.
and it doesn't even have overdrive to be able to make it happen if like you get 50 meter yet.
Yes.
You know.
But this is where it starts, right?
Okay,
Yeah.
oh,
Okay.
2A.
Yeah. I know scared. Susan.
I know scare is actually like a really important part of fighting games, actually. So.
Yes. It's very important in a matchup like this as well.
Okay, empty jump low on that one. Tried to look for burst. Delayed air dash there, and now you're standing, so you are susceptible to guard break
Oh, here we go.
Okay, so
Hey,
this
I've
could
seen
be
this
unblockable. Oh!
He messed it up.
Messed up the timing. Yeah, that was supposed to be unblockable right there. Oh, the counter hit, that's going to be full conversion. Yeah, you were talking about the big meaty buttons of DLZ's character Susan Olmo, and that's one of the reasons.
And now he's got the EP unlocked, he's got sword, he's got all of his best specials unlocked.
Oh, there's dirt kick too, so now he's got the plus frames unlocked.
Oh, level 2 dirt kick too. And Ada nowhere to be found.
Oh, well,
Ada's
here.
here.
Back. Yeah,
She's back.
Yeah, counter assault into Ada teleport is
Definitely a classic Carl.
hilarious, if I do say so myself.
It's pretty funny, man.
Yeah.
You're far away from me and now my bouncer's next to me? Alright, set it up.
Okay. Oh,
Overhead.
the overhead
Overdrive.
cancel. Yeah, you're going to have to go into super pretty quick here because it was overdrive
He's
cancel.
dead. He's dead.
Yeah,
That's unfortunate, but you know what, DLZ, he can make it through losers. I believe that.
Absolutely. No, I 100% agree. There's a reason why he was in winner's side top 8. Right?
Yes.
But
Because
Psykotik,
nobody else put him there.
but Psykotik taking that emphatically, honestly, playing to the strengths of his character super well. And you got to remember that Psykotik is one of the old trifecta of Kara players that used to be, you know, the thing in. That
was the thing.
In North America, there used to be like 3 specific Kara players.
Zong, Psykotik.
Yep, Zong, Psykotik, and who was the third one again?
I'm going to feel really dumb. I'm going to feel really dumb.
Because like I used to talk about these 3 all the time, right? Like, but off the top of my head, I'm feeling so bad, and then somebody's gonna like hit me up on Twitter,
right. And
just,
they're
like,
gonna get at you. It's like, I can't believe you forgot about me.
Yeah.
But
I forgot about Dre. I'm sorry.
But of course, we're gonna go straight to our loser's side.
It's Grover. There, Grover. Thank you so much, production. Oh my God. See? Right? We feel stupid.
I literally talked to the guy like not even a month ago.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to BlazBlue.
I love BlazBlue. Anyway, we're gonna have Jibca versus the one and only Panda's very own Kissington Kayington.
You know, I knew exactly what you were going to say as soon as you said Kissington.
Kissington Kayington.
Yeah, you know, so when I thought this matchup was going to be on the bracket, I was questioning whether or not it was going to be Naoto or it was going to be Bullet. Right?
Honestly,
I still think Naoto is personally the pick for me.
I agree.
Jibca has other plans, it looks like.
Mick, I think Jibca's been sticking with Bullet this entire tournament.
Picked Naoto during top 16, at least one time. At least one time.
Okay, you know, I missed that. I was probably watching something else, I'll be honest.
That's totally fair.
There's a lot of tournaments going on in Combo Breaker, guys. You do not understand. If you open up a multi-Twitch right now, you search up Combo Breaker, you got like at least 8 different streams going on. And speaking about different things, Jin's hitting a lot of different moves on Jibca right now, and he got the reset also. Jin is a very down-to-earth character.
Down-to-earth is such a funny thing for you to say.
He's down to earth, baby.
I'm so glad you didn't try to say like anything else. Oh yeah, the RC right there was. I'm assuming Jibca right there was trying to overdrive the overhead on the action, but maybe just a little bit too late. Yep. There's another overhead. The slower the overhead, the harder it is to block.
Now we're gonna go back to the thing. What were you trying to say here? On the side right there. What are you trying to say? Down to earth.
Down to earth. Yeah. Oh, crouch confirm right here for Kizzie. That should be death. He's gonna get the whole thing.
Nice. Yeah, that's gonna be it.
Okay.
Good old 2-2-C, baby. That's still one of my favorite moves.
Second gen?
Yes.
Yeah.
In any fighting game. It looks so sick.
He has no okay. Honestly, Jin has no reason being this sick. Like for real.
He's saucy Ryu. Saucy Ryu with the stick. Nice confirm. Okay, misses the dual link, but overhead.
Oh, coming to 5D, yeah, there's a dash cancel. You can't really get a combo off that unless it's like counter hit.
Yeah, but I mean, you're still an advantage in that situation. That's all Jim wants to be, right?
Yeah. Gonna get at least 2 heat levels. Ooh, the jump C. Yeah, you know, that's just a basic old safe jump right there, but it looks like Kizzie was just not ready for it. Maybe was expecting like one of those. Because Bullet can actually fake the jump C safe jump. She can do whip jump H or jump C. Oh, command grab RC! And kept the whole thing burst safe because of lock on.
Yep. Kizzie looks unfazed. Jibca like, oh yeah, I did that. Yeah, that was the thing. I love how Jibca plays. Is always wide-eyed, like full attentiveness all the time. Okay, nice 2-2C dash 2-2C. No check on the 5D dash cancel.
Ooh, jump over. Yeah, use the lock-on to try to remain in the air, but that's such a hard portion of her game plan is when you use the lock-on, there's a good chance that some character might have like a very vertically reaching anti-air, like Jin with the 2C.
Oh my god. Look at that check from Kizzie right there. Just super jump JA. Like, I know you want to jump. Stay back down.
Oh, delayed. Oh, that's actually potentially a lot of damage.
That is a lot of damage. I don't know what you're talking about potentially. This is a big girl right here.
Hey, look, sometimes you know you don't have enough heat levels, and I can't recognize how many heat levels she has.
Oh, nice bait. Oh, a little bit too far though.
Oh,
that's huge. That's huge. That's huge. Level 2 heat.
Got to use it on the blast, which is a wall bounce right there. Going to get 1 heat level back. The command grab gets jumped, and Kizzie can kill off of this.
75 meter to work with. Just kidding. We got.
Oh, just a little late. No punish though on the dash. Barely missed the forward input, and Kizzie is going to capitalize.
I'm telling you, Ryu with the stick is the strongest character in the game.
He's very close to the strongest character. I'm not going to.
So here's the thing,
not going to refute what you're saying.
Here's the thing, right? Jin, like everybody's talking about Izanami, Nine, Susan, you know, like Carl, all these like top tier characters, and then everybody's like, there's Jin. He's like right there. He's the subtext.
Yeah, he's definitely top tier. Like, don't let anybody get it twisted. This character's messed up.
No, dude, he's too honest.
Okay, all right.
This character's too honest to be good. But honestly, we talk a lot of smack about Jin, but it really takes a certain type of person to really unlock what Jin is capable of, right?
Yeah, and it's because of the normal guy factor.
That's definitely normal guy
factor. Because a lot of people are trying to play him specifically, kind of like Ragnar or whatever, but like you have to realize the implications of what he can do. And I mean, here's some really strong implications of guard strength from like Jibca, right? You know, you have your heat levels. One hit could potentially be over 4K before the meter gets spent. Unfortunate drop though. That could have been a kill combo.
That was 100% a kill combo, but it's okay because Jibca did make back a lot of that burst back meter.
Super Psykotik, turn up.
Let's go. Oh, keep it simple, baby. Ice arrow.
Yeah, huge damage on the reset right there. 4K. And Kizzie is now looking on set point here.
I definitely would have liked to see Jibca play the Naoto. I feel like Naoto has a very interesting matchup against Jin.
No, I mean, to be fair, Jibca's doing incredibly strong. So.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm not taking anything away from Jibca. It's just, Naoto's sick.
I mean, okay, you got me on that one.
Okay, nice. Keeping it simple. Knockdown.
There's the RD, but the problem is the 2A, yeah. So, like, we always talk about how 2A is not scary looking at first glance, but, like, you can't overdrive that kind of pressure, right?
Nope.
But it's going to get back to the corner. Uses the heat levels on it. Going to get 1 back at least. Okay, nice instant blocks right here. But again, the fireball has been catching out those DPs from Kizzie so far.
Oh, nice. Was not looking for that.
Yeah, I think honestly, Kizzie might not know which buttons are dash cancelable for
bullet.
For bullet, yeah, because I noticed earlier that Kizzie actually got messed up by the dash cancel earlier. But Jibca using that to great effectiveness. I mean, hey, once you start recognizing that your opponent's not privy to that sort of thing.
I mean, even then, it's like, can my opponent react to it, right?
Okay, there's that too, yeah, because she does have a very fast dash. Like, I mean, imagine Giovanna and Shrine. Like, it's similar. I'm not going to say it's nearly as good, but it is similar.
Nice check with the 2As. Okay. Gonna get a heat level into.
Oh,
nice block.
Yeah.
Oh, huge.
Yeah, no reason to wait for the next hit, right? Just get your 5Z fatal counter.
I mean, if he waited for the next hit, he was dead. That would have been burst save all the way through, baby. Oh, wow. What a confirm.
Oh,
a little bit too hot.
I think that was an accidental super jump right there from Kizzie.
Tried to run under, but boom, slam dunk.
Yep, full charge fireball. 6C. Okay, gonna need 1 more hit right here.
Yeah, that's safe jump.
There's the dash cancel. So that time Jibca used one of the normals that was dash cancelable and instead jump canceled it. And Kizzie finally got privy to it, but Jibca was like, I know eventually you're gonna catch on.
Eventually, I'm going to air dash at you.
The wheel of fate is turning.
It's the simple things, right?
Yeah.
It's the simple things.
That's one of those like very high level fighting game decisions right there, is to eventually make your opponent start thinking about one option and then, you know, just trying to play around the fact that they now know what that option is.
Exactly. And it's like, man, I'm really bad at chess.
2B? Oh my god, did you see that?
Yeah, I mean, she low profiles, baby.
Yeah, she's got them long dancer's legs for sure.
Safe jump. Okay, jumps out of the corner, puts Jibca there. Oh, nice lock on.
Okay, full conversion off of this because of that. With a 5C.
Okay, okay.
Get your heat levels back.
That was 4K damage, baby.
Yeah, she hits hard. She hits real hard. None of these dragon punches are working out for Kizzie. I think maybe he's just not privy to how the pressure works. But
So the big thing about Bullet when she does that, right, is when she does that fireball, it pushes her hurt box back.
yeah. And also, she usually tries to do it after like a C normal, so that she gets more pushback on block too.
Okay, 5v5C into 2C is fireball. Ooh, nice catch.
Oh yeah, the wake up. Yeah, we actually haven't seen the dragon punch from Jibca so far. We also haven't seen the delayed air dash, the mix-up yet in a while. Just waiting until the last possible round to maybe catch Kizzie off guard here. The 2B went under the 5B.
Yep. I mean, even then, whoa, let's go, baby!
I lost it. I just lost it. I'm sorry. That air throw was immaculate right there for Kizzie.
I love magnet hands, dude.
Yeah, you know, yesterday we were talking about some of the best magnet hands in the game, and well, one of them's on screen. So,
that's check,
mash
yep.
out. Yeah,
Good
checking the 6A here.
Yep, DDP, run up 3C, knockdown. 2A pressure. All right, backdash.
Yeah.
Nice!
Oh, is that depth? Yeah, should be. Oh no.
Didn't have the meter.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
but
no,
right,
here we go.
Wait. Oh my God, that's gonna hurt a lot.
Cash out, cash
yeah,
out.
you have to.
Super.
There it is. And Jibca is going to be taking it over Panda's own Kizzie Kay right there.
I like the DP extreme delay 2A right there.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, because like you give your opponent a chance to get counter hit because you can do DP RC 2A and have it be a true block string, but you don't want that obviously, right?
Yeah, you want a frame trap.
You want them to get counter hits because it allowed for the game win.
Exactly. So it looks like it's going to be a DLZ versus Jibca in the losers corners. And up next, we got Badlime versus Yuri. Now, these guys fought each other over at Frosty this year. So let's see if we could get a run back. I know that Yuri took it last time, but Badlime's looking really good right now.
Yeah, I want to say Badlime's most likely going to play Hazma for this because catching Lychee is the biggest issue for a lot of people. And Hazma is
he's got
very
the movement.
good at that.
Yeah, he's got the movement. It's just a lot of the chains get canceled out by
the
staff.
staff. Yeah, no, you're totally right.
So like the biggest thing that Badline has to kind of adjust is how should I throw my chains and looking for where the staff is in position to the chain.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not like Tsubaki's a bad pick either, because Tsubaki's incredibly strong in the first place.
Tsubaki is definitely very strong as well. Yeah. Disconnect those controllers. Just kidding. Both of us are pad players.
Yeah, well, they had to, double check. They weren't watching the people's hands that last game. They were watching the gameplay. So.
Yeah, right. Also, if you guys did not see over on the player camera how big this venue is.
Oh yeah, it's quite large.
How ginormous this venue is.
It's quite large.
If you guys have ever been to an old combo breaker over at the Pheasant Run, I feel like this is almost as big or bigger.
It might be bigger. So the problem is it's been so long since I was at Pheasant Run that I can't, give it a good gauge.
Shouts out to Pheasant Run. Shouts out to Pheasant Run.
Yeah, burned down. I'm sorry.
Honestly, that insurance money is worth it.
I mean, it's not going to any of us.
That insurance money is worth it, baby. That's a lot of land. But now we're over here in the bougie Schaumburg's Convention Center. And we got some good-ass BlazBlue going on.
Uri, of course, picking Cactus Carnival for the song.
I hate this song.
Yeah, you do?
I hate this song.
Well, I mean, that's not a surprising factoid.
Honestly, if I was Badlime, I'd ask for a stage and a song switch.
Well, if I was Badlime, I would ask for a prayer right now as Uri is running the mix-up game. Currently quite strong on the throws.
Looping right back into itself. I'll try to delete up. The emergency tech does not work here. Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's the hard part, right? Like, because you learn to emergency tech or to roll versus a lot of, characters, or even delay tech, right? But then Lychee's staff just does everything for her.
Yep. Oh, try to...
Ooh, cross up.
Oh, that's the classic, baby.
That's a hero burst right there. Arrow blockable, though. Oh, Badlime choosing the wrong chain. Got jump 40 instead of jump 60, I think.
Yeah. No, that was going to be a huge game changer, and that's going to be it.
Yeah, no, I feel like Badlime made an immaculate call on the chain directly into arrow blockable chain, which is the Dragon Punch chain,
Yep.
623, right? But,
I mean, it worked, but just nice confirm. Very nice confirm.
It was just an input error at the end of the day, which, totally happens. Whereas, this is looking a lot better at the start for Badlime.
I mean, Hosma players, right? Hosma players have to think so hard, Magnet Hands have to think so hard about where they want their chain to be in retrospect to the combos, because a lot of Hosma's combos are not very easy. They're all height-based, height and distance-based.
Yeah, and you have to adjust for that.
4D.
4D again. That, this is the second time it's actually opened up. Badlime, I do believe, so far. But it's going to be able to block that overhead.
It's okay.
Staff.
We have insurance.
It's the staff, yeah, that's insurance. Oh, that was such a good overdrive, because that was before burst could even be a factor due to spacing, right? So Badlime was probably trying to wait until he got bounced to the wall.
He was trying to burst smartly, right?
Yeah, exactly. But, there was just no chance on that one. Uri had just set it up so specifically.
Take a little bit of time to think. Look at the phone. Get some encouragement from the homies on Discord.
I believe in you.
Action.
The homies on Discord probably saying to change the song.
Yeah. Bro, what are you doing?
Like, don't allow this. The nice block.
No punish
though. Yeah, so if you don't know, 4D from Lychee isn't overhead, but it is punish block.
Gotta be ready for those, baby. Sometimes some bad things happen, and your opponent is like, oh no. You just gotta be ready to mash.
To be honest, that might make Uri just decide to use 4D more, because if you're not going to punish it, at least it's still a mix-up option.
I mean, yeah. And the punish off it, especially with Hosma with not that much resources, is not that scary.
Oh my goodness, I can't believe you got to wish matchup A. That is one of the best air-to-airs in the entire game for a number of reasons. And so, just barely Badlime navigating out of it. But yeah, there's the staff just covering all zones. Oh, there's 1, 2.
Oh no! Okay,
it's not gonna matter. This is actually way better, honestly. Totally an accident, but we'll take it.
America, baby.
Ooh,
baits it, but super jumped. Oh no! It cost us, so it did hit.
So I saw the barrier flash from Badlime, but I think maybe second guessed themselves directly after the super flash, because if it was the other super, hitting EA right there would have been perfect.
Yep.
So that may have been what happened, but that's only speculation on my part. Oh, the overhead.
Big overhead.
Yeah, we haven't seen gosh, it's been so long since I remembered about the 6B or 6C?
I believe that's 4.
4? Okay,
no, 4B is the, you know what, I'm not even going to try to say.
It doesn't matter.
She's playing Mahjong. I don't know anything about Mahjong.
Yeah.
13 orphans. There we go. 4 wins.
Okay, the knockdown right here off the Subama guy. She rolled out, but got that counter hit. The burst is going to happen soon, and already was ready for it.
Yeah.
Badlime had to do it at some point, and
Grandma always said, don't die with your burst.
man, I wish that was my grandma.
Grandma always said, don't die with your burst. That's all I'm about, Good stuff from Badlime. There was a reason he made top 8, but had to run into Uri, man. Uri's just kind of crazy.
Yeah, gonna walk away with 7th place here at top 8. So that's the second top 8 in a row for Badlime.
Yes, exactly.
Right off of Frosty. So congrats to them. Uri, however, is going to be moving on. Congrats to him. Uri was only put into loses by DLZ in top 16. So I mean, it's real hard to be able to stop him, and it's real hard to be able to stop these ads. You guys got to hold these unblockables. Thank you so much. Please stick around for more top 8.
Hey yo, it's Combo Breaker, yeah.
Let's talk about Big Willie, Big Boy Willie. Welcome back to our great top 8. Up first, we have DLC and Jibca over in the losers side of the bracket. If it was any other tournament, This could be a grand finals match, honestly.
Yeah, no, I mean, most definitely, but this is some of the hardest competition we're ever going to see for this game. We've seen for recently, etc., etc. Like, it's just too hard to make it to winners finals, and somehow, some way, Monarch and Psykotik were able to do so.
I mean, honestly, who could ask for two of the best players in the North American region to be in the winners finals? Like, honestly. But of course, there's a shark pool down there. And the losers.
And this is the Shark Pool. Starting off right now with DLZ versus Jibca. We saw Jibca just moments ago eliminate Kizzie Kay with the bullet, is sticking with it throughout this whole thing. And I mean, honestly, the bullet is looking so crispy. I would never tell Jibca to switch off in any way at this point.
I would tell him to switch off just because I think Nato is sick.
Okay, that's fair. I used to want to play bullet, so like I'm cool with bullet. So
I want to see Jibca like get arthritis on stream. So, but you know what? It's really hard to get arthritis when you're just getting comboed like this.
See, and that's how I know you're an old head, is because you still make arthritis. That's so true.
All right, defense. We're unlocking. Yeah, that's blocking that in the air. You know, you're coming down with the button. It's gonna be big, a hard time.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's plus that, right there. So at that point, you're just stunned. And I mean, there's the DP to be able to get over the overhead. He was looking for Dragon Punch on DLC's own side, but yeah, there it is, that plus, right? So right there, Jibca tried to jump out, but you can't see it because it's during pre-jump frame, so he got clipped. Okay, Rambo super, and this is easily going to kill without question.
Yeah, and since the super is so long, look at how much overdrive gauge he's building.
Yeah, really, really good for DLZ. Because, like, Jibca already has burst, right? So it's not like they're going to get theirs back or anything. You're not worried about giving them extra.
The round start 5V, man. That is the big classic season now.
It is one of the best round starts in the game. Now, I wouldn't say the best, but it is one of the best.
And that was in the air, so he got 5V, 6V, 5V. All the way to the corner, and look at how much damage he just got. Yeah,
thanks to the sword special, and there's that TRM set up once more. I don't think I've seen someone not try to tech throw them.
It's scary, man. It's spook.
Was able to finish it off with the JD. It's not going to matter right there as he cuts the counter assault. DLZ emphatically in his favor.
Slightly leaning. Slightly leaning to DLZ's favor.
Jibca taking a second to think about it.
Character select, do it.
I mean, honestly, okay, I was going to say, honestly, you should probably go to character select anyway, because even if you're going to save bullet, maybe just think about it a little bit. But,
you know what, if he's going to stick with bullet, I'm about it. I ain't going to question it. There's a reason he's up there and I'm not.
This is what happened with versus Kizzie, right? Lost the first game, bullet looked kind of sus, and then it morphed out.
He definitely morphed out. And speaking of morbid, DLZ with the big boy damage. That's a Morbillion damage. Ooh.
Yeah, now that the 5A, 2A pressure. This is one of the scariest things because, you know, the 5A and 2A for seasonal recovery is incredibly fast, right? So if you have tries to do it, you're good. Oh, but there's the anti-air.
Yeah, that's also one of the strongest anti-airs in the game.
Agreed. Yeah. The only weakness it has a little bit slow starting.
Yes. But look at all these unlocks. Oh. If you're a Susanoo player and you see those unlocks, you're definitely drooling all over.
Yeah, no, I mean, DLZ at that point has to feel incredibly comfortable. Like, you know, obviously plays the character enough that is already comfortable enough. But, you know, once you get all the unlocks on top of that, you're basically missing nothing.
He's morbid out!
Okay, yeah, gonna overdrive, and that's gonna corner switch actually. That's really good because now you have active flow, right? So you have at least a chance to be able to get burst back here pretty soon, but you've also got pressure now on DLZ, but you haven't had before!
I was going to say, DLZ has been doing a great job just blocking a lot of the 6As from Jibca, but...
Yeah, the other thing that DLZ is doing a great job of is threatening the Dragon Punch, but not actually using it, because Jibca has jumped away and given up Oki for the sole purpose of trying to avoid that into RC. And now it's probably going to get Jibca killed as the overdrive comes out a second time. Sonic spin, there's the overhead that gets blocked though. JC, full pickup.
This is big. Big counter hit.
That actually could kill. But the problem is the overdrive gauge is going to run out, so it's not going to happen.
That's okay. Still a decent chunk of damage. 4.4K is nothing to joke about.
Oh, just a bit too far away. Probably want to dash into command grab rather than regular just command grab super, which would have caught because it seemed like DLZ was just willing to block.
No,
that
he was
entire
definitely
time.
willing to block, but that was an instant block barrier as well. So that's why Jibca was so far away after getting his 5C block.
And that's the power of defensive options in this game. Recognizing when the instant block barrier can just make or break an entire round for you, as you see DLZ making or breaking that round based off of that and going further into loser semis. Jibca is going to be out of the tournament at 5th place. Incredible run, honestly.
Honestly, Bullet, kind of scary. A little scary.
Jibca's Bullet is definitely something else.
Oh, yeah. But speaking of scary, we got 2 of the scariest characters in the game.
This is about to happen.
We got Yuri, and we got Old Man Eddie playing one of the best characters, both respective sides.
This might honestly be several timeouts. Like, actually.
Honestly, yes.
Yeah.
Because Lychee is one of those characters that can just kind of stay in an area away from Arakune really well. And at the same time, Arakune can also do the same thing. I'll bet, you know, just not the same screen height.
Yes,
right?
yeah. It's slightly different avenues, quadrants of the screen, if you will.
Yes, quadrants.
Which is kind of an old thing that doesn't get talked about a lot of these days. But it's slightly different for the 2 of them, but they have a similar portion of the function. And so there is a chance that timeouts could happen, or, you know, if either of them gets the hit, it's like they'll never try to let the other one go away.
Oh, yeah.
Because they'll get away, and they'll never not be away.
This is a very momentum-heavy set. It's like you're going to be playing neutral, it's going to be very boring, and then all of a sudden somebody gets touched, and then it's
a different match altogether at that point.
Yes.
So,
defensively, Arakune, not known for, you know, great reversals on wake up or anything. But at the same time, it's like Lychee's got some pretty good defensive options, except they don't really work on Arakune.
Yeah, Arakune can actually set up to the point where Tsubame Gaishi doesn't actually do anything.
Yeah, I think Arakune just kind of bypasses a lot of defensive options in the game in general.
Yeah, most characters actually just can't stop him, right? Stop him. So that's just the way it is. You know, things will never be the same.
Things will never be the same.
But, you know, I guess there is also a chance that we could see Rachel.
That is true. I feel like both of the characters that Eddie plays have a pretty decent matchup against Lychee. I feel like Rachel's a little bit more...
this is going to be a button check.
Yes.
Lychee phasing.
No, or not. Okay.
Or not. Amane? He's thinking about it, man.
He's thinking about either Rachel or Arakune. Which, I mean, it's totally fair. It's just like you're saying, like, you know, both of them are applicable picks in this situation.
So I feel like Rachel is more comfortable in the avenue of, like, neutral, right? Whereas Arakune, I think, really kind of loses in the neutral against Lychee just because of how staff works. Whereas Rachel can kind of, like, even if she does get hit, the low bellies will still be out on the screen.
Yeah, I think the other part of that, too, is also that... Rachel is more consistent than Arakune.
Yes.
Arakune has to get cursed to be like a very, very powerful thing.
Oh, here it goes.
And that's a curse.
Not bursting.
I think you take the first curse, which I can understand because, you know, you have to at least know that you're going to get messed up.
Invisible overhead.
Yeah. Okay, another invisible. This one's below. That was the air dash into the low.
Yep.
But, you know, it's very hard to see, obviously, due to the bugs and plus the invisibility. 3C, counter, and...
Okay, nice awareness, nice awareness.
Yeah.
If you guys did not know, Arakune in this game also has counters.
Yes, yeah, that is a counter attack. Oh, hold on!
Remember when we talked to... Oh, okay, that was a really bad drop right there.
Yeah.
That could have been a huge momentum swing, but it's okay because we're back in neutral, but, you know, you're not working with a lot.
You know, I've noticed that Brkrdave is very prone to not trying to block in neutral as much as humanly possible, right? Like, once you've actually gotten the knockdown, or you're close enough that you can, like, walk up to him, you'll hit block, of course. But, like, he just let the staff hit him, like, 3 times in a row. When he knew it was bad.
Honestly, it's like, if I'm not going to die for it, whatever.
Okay. Oh, my God!
Oh, huge.
This is big. And then he wants to keep it burst safe. Yeah, I was attempting to, and I mean, you still can. Try to get the J's right there. No way, hurry! All the way back from an actual pixel. Not
literal pixel.
We're not exaggerating no more.
That was such a great round start for Brkrdave, but it just couldn't finish it out.
And I do wonder if those staffs just hitting in neutral is actually going to end up killing.
Air blockable, yep.
And that's another thing I feel like that's another thing we've noticed that Brkrdave is not doing a whole lot is when the air block is not barrier blocking.
Yes.
Which opens them up to air unblockables.
All right, teleports out of the corner. Shades of an actress. Nice.
That's all already happened, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, it was yesterday. Yeah.
No, I believe it's happening today. But...
Oh, okay. Maybe it was pools then. All right.
Ooh, nice!
If
If you're an Arquine player, you know that your opponent is trying. They're not trying to do anything with Curse.
Yeah, they don't want to deal with it. But there's the cross up, got the counter. So that was probably that Uri trying to barrier, and then because of the cross up, it made them get a button. Got the counter hit.
Cross up again.
See, that one I think was actually ended up the same side by the time Uri finally woken up, but there's no way for me to actually know.
I don't think Eddie knows. I'm gonna be honest.
Which is the best type of mix-up.
That's the best mix-up. That's the Marvel 3, baby.
Man, I used to play a lot of that game. But
the shuts out to Marvel. I saw Marvel being played in the parking lot outside at 5 a.m.
Oh yeah, they did not stop all night. Well, Splat here. And now the verse is about to come back for Brkrdave. So that means Overdrive could be something that Brkrdave might do just to put the bugs on.
All right, nice check. I actually really like that.
Yeah, there's been a lot of checking from Uri, actually. Oh, yeah. Okay, good burst. Yeah, good burst. Because you'll notice that, we talked about that burst a little bit earlier. You'll notice that Brkrdave has never been able to punish that burst. Not only that, but also Brkrdave gets 0 curse meter for it on top of that. That's why it is such a good burst. The knockdown right here. Got the cross up and just outside of the range and trying to make sure that burst is a non-factor. And because there's no curse meter, there can be no curse on overdrive activation. Got the frame trap right there. And Uri, first game.
So the big thing about Overdrive with Arquine, right, is if there's any type of small amounts of curses on the opponent and he pops Overdrive, that curse is immediately getting put on. Yep, he's shades of old Arquine at that point.
Yeah, which is hilarious.
It's actually kind of awesome. Arxis knew how good that character was pre-curse bar, and they're like, let's just make it as Overdrive.
Bro, you remember when he could just hit you once and you were cursed, right? Like with the curse attack. Like,
yes.
Yeah. Because like he can actually hit you once now and still curse you, but like he didn't have to do multiple moves before.
Yeah. When he pressed 5D in a block string and you blocked it.
Yeah, you were cursed.
So shouts out to CT. Uh-oh, big spider. Big spider.
Oh yeah, and Lightsy Staff not helping out at this time, but okay, there it is. Finally gonna try to go for the full conversion there. Was unable to get it though. J2D helping out, but the counter assault gets taken.
We're cursed.
Okay, here it is.
Shades of old Arquine.
Yeah, got the hit. Was looking for something. It looks like it did not react to the party bug hitting.
Yeah, just get him away from me. Set up more curse.
And then jump into the spider. So the spider actually hit twice because Uri jumped into it.
Yes.
Which I don't know if I've ever actually seen.
All right, double curse. There we go. What's the mix-up?
Oh, and the cloud is on too, so it's harder to see. Got delayed to aid right there. The counter assault comes out. Curse is about to run out, but yeah, Brkrdave knowing that he still has curse meter, so he's like, I'm just gonna dash around because the bugs will do everything for me.
It might cross you up. It might guard break you.
It depends on which button I let go of.
Maybe he let go of all the buttons and he let Jesus take the wheel.
I don't see any reason why you wouldn't if you're just trying to dash around, right? Like honestly, because you want to have as much coverage as possible.
All right. Oh, that was a groovy.
Hey, it doesn't matter as long as you get the knockdown, right? That's on your opponent to tech out of it.
Oh, tried to quick wake up.
Yeah.
That was a really good adjustment for the combo right there from Uri.
Yeah. That's one of the names of the game for Lychee. She does have to do that. You're talking about Hazma having like a lot of specific combos. Lychee is a similar character in that regard as well.
Yep.
The throw counter means that throw was untackable. The 4 wins is going to catch the delayed tech here. It's not going to be able to kill. And now we are legitimately in a chance of Arquine still being able to make the comeback here.
I mean, he has to actually worry about the staff now, though, because one straight staff hit will end up killing him, but it's okay. Staffless 2B is pretty long.
Yeah. Which is funny because it's longer with the staff, and then it's like, nah, she got them long dances, like, you know.
Thinking about it, there's a lot of characters with long dancer legs in this game, man.
Yeah, they had a plan.
They definitely had a plan.
Either that or Maury's into some stuff. Anyway.
Yeah, have you seen Rag 5e?
Jesus Kay? Yeah, I've seen it.
Oh, okay.
Wow, that's really good because it negated the party bug, actually. And then we get the punish on that.
In the corner, try the emergency tech again.
Yeah, I mean, you know, honestly, there's been so much dead teching for Brkrdave that Uri is just like, I'm just going to take as much damage as possible from all this. Like, why not?
Oh, big 2C, but the bell bug actually ruined it.
Wow, rare footage of the bugs actually going against Arcune and making it so that this might be a bad moment here for Brkrdave. Oh no, got caught right here. This should do it.
I actually think that Brkrdave tried to counter assault right there.
I think so too. That was exactly what I was thinking. It was like, this is a counter assault moment, but because Uri did not put him in block stun, there was no chance to counter assault, so you got a button and got counter hit.
I love Eddie, man. He shows up to all these tournaments and he's just like, I play Strive now. I'm going to make top 8 in this game real quick.
You know, I'm not 100% sure that Brkrdave has lost the bicycle knowledge, if you will, because you were talking about Because you were talking about it earlier.
Honestly, he's an Arcune player. He's probably riding like a tricycle. So
okay, wow. Hey, listen. Listen, as Uri is going to move on. Brkrdave is unfortunately ending the tournament run here at 5th place as well.
Yeah, shouts out to Brkrdave. I love that guy. Definitely one of the funnest anime players to really hang out with. Really enjoyable, really funny guy, actually. Super nice.
For all I know, Brkrdave has been incredibly positive for the entire time that I've ever seen.
Here we go.
This is the winners finals moments. Yeah, we're gonna zoom in. Okay, we're gonna get
don't zoom in on that. Don't zoom in on that.
No,
what are you doing?
To get the knowledge. Give me the knowledge.
It's getting too close.
I need to know.
That's the entire Morbius script.
Somebody take a screenshot now. I can't read upside down, but he crossed something out. Oh! The secrets can't be shown.
That was the entire Morbius script right there.
Yeah, so we are moving on to our winners finals, which is going to be GU Monarch versus Psykotik.
Oh, what is this?
What is this? We got to zoom in on that one.
Oh.
Zoom in, enhance. Hey, it's Vancouver Street Battles, which is another one of the. It's the West Coast Canadian side in Vancouver.
Yep.
That is where that is the group and the venue people that run the locals and the majors over there. You know, I just was at Pinnacle very recently. I had a wonderful time. Vancouver BlazBlue is cracked, as you can see. Psykotik here in winners finals, which, by the way, Psykotik got like 5th at Pinnacle.
Yes.
And now he's here in winners finals here. If that doesn't tell you how strong
Vancouver
BlazBlue is, then nothing will.
So he has to play against one of the most defensive players I've seen in BlazBlue history, right? The only other person I can really say that has such good defense is SKD.
I can't believe you. I can't believe you would forget.
Your character.
Spark?
Yes. How would you forget about Spark?
My hero.
I'm not going to refute anyone you just said, but you have to add Spark to the list. That's all I'm going to say.
All I'm saying is I don't think Spark can't. No, I can't even say that because Spark would definitely just block everything. But we have the
Evo champion for a reason.
We have the S pick versus Carl Clover. No Lambda this time because Ada is kind of a pain to navigate, especially with the Murakuma unit like V13 and Lambda.
Yeah, and the reason for that is the projectiles actually just straight up get eaten by Ada, right? So which would normally be the space control of that character.
Ada's a big girl, man. She definitely eats a lot of projectiles.
Oh yeah. The Wheaties, the projectiles. Make sure she gets her orange juice in the morning. You know, all that stuff.
Oh, nice delayed strings. Yeah, speaking of strong characters, this character is kind of messed up, man. Look at that sword.
Yeah, no. S is very, very strong. She's one of the best air in the entire game in terms of horizontal range. Her setup pressure is something that you actually have to respect. There's no getting around it by pressing buttons, right? Because you will get counter hit.
Yep. I mean, you have a lot of S experience with Mr. Ruka in the your part of the area of the world.
My neck of the woods.
The neck of the woods. Yep. But look at Ada over here. Yeah. But Monarch's still sitting real healthy. I mean, like, basically was full health right there. Oh my god, the counter hit stun.
Yeah, the crest on any of the glyph attacks is not only gigantic counter hit stun, but it adds an extra hitbox that lasts a lot later and becomes very active, right? And so a lot of people try to press a button to, punish S, but then the crest comes out and it's like, oh, I've done made a goof.
Hey, just don't let her get crest, right?
Oh, you mean
that's
like that right there?
Yeah, just don't let her get it.
You mean right there?
Yeah, just don't let her play, and you'll be fine. I mean, Carl's really good at doing that.
You know, this is the prime character. Well, that and Izanami, right? Those are the two prime characters for exactly that.
But, you know, if you kind of let S get started, it's really, really hard for you to not allow that.
Yeah, well, now finally Psykotik seeing a moment of offense here with Ada is looking for that counter still super hard. Was able to get the cross up on this one, though. And look at how much doll meter Psykotik had to use.
Yes. I mean, that's good. When you're playing against Carl, you want to make him hit you with the most amount of doll meter possible. And that was crested, so this is a full combo.
What a Dragon Punch timing. You know, we did earlier yesterday talk about how S Dragon Punch is the furthest reaching horizontally in the entire game.
Yep.
And so it's great for those avenues.
Speaking of avenues, do you see how fast S runs off?
Oh, she has, what is it, the third fastest run speed in the
Third
game?
fastest run speed, yep.
Something like that?
Nice check with the 2B. Oh, here we go.
Overtime.
Yeah, this 3C super. Okay, yeah, there we go.
Make sure you get a little extra damage. I know Carl is tied for lowest health in the game, but still, you gotta check. You gotta make sure, right?
I believe that all the lowest health characters in the game right now are actually normalized at 10,000.
Yeah. So it's Ragnar, Talkaka, and Carl.
Hey, he's looking at your notes.
Oh, take a picture. Pull your phone out.
So that's what happens in Morbius 2.
Did Monarch just leak Morbius 2? Is that what you're telling me?
Yes.
All right,
it was
give
right
it
here.
to-
BlazBlue top 8, baby. But this is winner's final, so it's going to be 3 out of 5. Psykotik's got to find an answer to this S. Yeah, the cross up. Shouts out to Melty Blood jumps.
Yeah, that's one of the interesting things. She does have a French bed jump, so she can make some pretty funky situations end up happening. There are moments where it becomes detrimental for her, but usually it's just better.
I love that combo.
Oh, drop on it though.
That's okay.
Another unblockable, was able to mash out this time.
Oh, a little bit too far,
away,
yeah. But it's okay. It was for the sandwich.
Yeah, clearly.
It was all for the sandwich. The sake of this BLT right here.
Oh, yeah, that one right there was the bacon, egg, and cheese.
Oh, this is unblockable. Don't mess it up.
So, oh yeah, but didn't go for the unblockable because both Overdrive and Dragon Punch were available, right?
Yep. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's really hard to block.
Yeah, it's instantaneous.
I wouldn't say that, man. She just does an instant rising move that hits overhead.
Oh, you're right.
Okay, getting caught. No press now.
Yeah, full core hitting, which means a wall bounce. It's going to be full conversion all the way to the corner. And Ada's going to get just enough of that back, but there's delayed overhead again. Has gone for delayed overhead a couple of times at this point. I feel like Monarch is now kind of privy.
Yes. Nice delays on the 5A stagger pressure.
Yeah, okay. This is going to be crested, so it's full combo all the way to the corner. No, the drop! That's super unfortunate for Monarch, but great for Psykotik.
There we go. Full call. Yeah, it's back out of the corner, even if you check.
An important force. Oh, tried the anti-air, and that's normally one of the more easily punished anti-airs, but Psykotik maybe not ready.
So every time a player blocks Carl 6C, I question my own aim.
Well, Monarch is a youngin', I do believe, so.
We're all old, Isaiah. I don't know what to tell you. I couldn't block overheads even when I was 13.
I'm pretty normal in terms of my age. I feel like it's not too bad.
Oh,
TRM,
yep.
yeah.
That's the first one we've seen from Monarch.
Yeah.
He's been doing a lot of the staggered 5A pressure, so.
And that's kind of the bait out.
Oh, wow. That was try to go get a little cheeky with that command throw over there. S normal just kind of reaching Ada with that 5B.
Yeah, and I love how privy Monarch is to like not trying to press a button at certain ranges because he knows that like, hey, you have an anti-air here, or hey, the doll is here.
Yeah, that was a good block, but it's still getting mixed up by the low. Oh, messed up.
Yeah, well, I mean, got the counter assault right there with the throw punish.
He really didn't like Ada right there.
Yeah, that I don't know if that was that was the reason, but I think it's just upset at Carl personally.
Okay, nice. Yep. Squeeze as much damage out as possible.
You're gonna get the same knockdown regardless, right?
Yep. So gets caught by the ball. Hey, you have no excuse. You're wearing headphones.
Yeah. Still can be hard to hear through all the like sound effects, right?
Yeah, Carl just screaming in your ear.
Go vocal, going for you.
Nesa.
Nesa.
Carl puts you in a block string for 10 hours ASMR.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what this is, right? So it's like, if you don't know what's going on there, normally there's pushback on normals, right, when you have to, like, block stuff. But because Ada can move, you can set Ada up behind yourself and have her push you into the opponent. So you just basically have what is almost an infinite block string.
So that was a really solid defense from Monarch right there. And, you know, you can only block for so long. Nice check on the fuzzy jump step.
Yeah. Heavily agreed. Oh, well, I mean, the burst is still available, so the next one is either going to be overdrive or bursted, I think.
I think that was supposed to be it. I think that was supposed to be it.
Whatever the case may be, ended up getting whopped by the overhead on that one, and you're probably not questioning those reactions now.
What's happening? Okay. We're just
Getting
going to
out
get a
the
little water.
hydration. That's very
Get
important.
hydrated. Both of them. Hydrate.
It's got electrolytes. It's what plants crave. How old is that joke?
What?
At least 12 years, right?
Which one? Hydrated?
It's got electrolytes. It's what plants crave. It's what plants crave. That's got to be at least 12 years old. Power thirst. It's power thirst.
From that one movie, Idiocracy. Yes, thank you. I was thinking Waterboy, and I was like, that's way longer than 12 years old.
Water sucks. It really, really sucks. I love that movie so much.
Yeah, shouts out to Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
Any Adam Sandler stands in chat?
Any gamers in the chat as we get into the third game of Winners Finals here.
Oh, wow. This checks him straight up with the 2B. And this is a counter hit crouch confirm. This is full optimal. Look at that.
Yeah. And was able to get a crest without issue. Oh, and that's going to be full combo too because of that crest.
Look at this damage. Ooh. And it leads right into a setup as well. This two-way pressure. We keep talking about two-way pressure, baby, and there's a reason it's so strong.
Yeah, it's strong for every character that can do it, right? Rapid fire 2As are kind of hilariously good. Oh, nice. Blocky empty. Oh, I love it.
It's okay. Blue beat, but look, it just sets up into itself. It's kind of crazy.
Yep. Gonna try to steal that corner back. Absolutely. Okay, here we go. Time for you to learn to block. As the Nason enters the field. The tech on the throw. The King does not show a crack in the crowd defensively.
And hits Ada. This is huge.
Yeah, Ada's dead. Carl just has to fight by himself, and double overhead right there. Yeah, that's gonna finish it off.
Yeah, Carl fighting by himself is not a good time.
He's more equipped than you'd expect to be able to do it.
Honestly, that's like, oh man, yeah, you know, the character identity is all D-Button. D-Button's all about Ada. By the way, you have some pretty good movement and God normals.
Yeah, well, he's got one of the God anti-airs for sure.
One of the God anti-airs for sure.
Okay, there's full folk coming in.
Beat up Ada.
Yeah, so he got Ada out of there. He said, Ada, get out of there. Okay, block on the overhead, but the thing is it was crested, and the double overhead right there.
Yeah, Ada nowhere close too. And the throw.
Yep, 666C. Oh, drop the second 666C.
It's okay, we have a crest and 5A pressures are going out.
One more crest here.
I like the RC to continue the pressure for the...
got the counter. No punish though! Oh,
TRM, baby, and Monarch up. That was a very quick match 3 right there.
Yeah, that was like, I feel like the best way to show off what could happen to Carl if you separate him and the doll, right? Because
I mean, they're a package deal, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
And well, that's the thing is because they're a package deal, Monarch played that beautifully.
Oh yeah.
Monarch was like, okay, as long as you don't have the doll and as long as you have to defend, you're screwed. It's over because like, what are you gonna do? Counter assault me? Ooh, I read the counter assault. Like,
super me. I dare you.
what is he gonna?
He's got a gear super.
Yeah, I guess
He's got a gear super. It's just really slow and not involved.
And if you block it, you just blow him up.
He'll be fine.
Yeah, you're right.
He eats his Wheaties. Okay, nice block.
I don't know. He's looking pretty small. I don't think he eats any Wheaties at all.
He's definitely small.
He's definitely the kid that gets upset at Relius for telling him to eat the breakfast. Like,
I just want orange juice.
Actually, no. It's not because he gets upset. It's because Relius never feeds him because he's not a good dad.
How dare you? How dare you? Relius is a great father. If you guys never played the BlazBlue story, Relius is a great father.
He's right up there with Jet for Dad of the Year.
Yeah. Dad of the Year, baby. Let's go. Yo, Ada, get out of there! Mr. President!
Oh, no. Well, I mean, now it's get down, Mr. President. Ada helping out. It's got to teleport Ada over there, I think. It's going to use it with Volko.
Oh,
but
no,
Ada's going to die. And then cut the back dash. This is great for Monarch. This is the time to move.
He's got so much resource, even though he was getting comboed. It's just like, okay, well, time to press up.
Yeah. Oh.
Big!
huge anti-air. Gigantic anti-air. Moisturized anti-air. Living its best life.
This is definitely a big, huge, big large.
Oh my god.
Okay, counter assault. Sufrio's him in the corner.
Hey, Lamau. Carl, one of the only characters who can do that.
Funny guy.
Funny guy. And there's the clap.
Yep.
Shades of CT.
Clap.
Oh, nice
the overhead too.
I mean, it's not going to matter that you block it right because oh my god. He tried that versus ZLZ and it did not work, but then he tries it versus the king of defense and it does.
Hey, sometimes it's just got to be like, I feel like I'm going to do it 3 times.
Yeah. I mean, who's going to expect it that many times?
I'll do it one.
Okay, Volante is coming. Yeah, you have to deal with it, unfortunately.
Okay, knocks it out of the full code, but it's okay. You're still good position for Psykotik.
The blocks on the air dash. Yeah, these blocks are great.
5-8, 5-8, 5-8, 2-8, 5-8, 2-8.
Getting that nice on back, and finally just waited until he decided. Psykotik decided to roll in for the counter assault.
Yeah, Crest is up. Oh wow, gets hit, but look at the blocks. And as I say that,
It's so interesting how the overhead is a means to an end rather than the actual mix-up itself.
Yes.
Like, the overhead is like, okay, I know you're going to block this, and then you're not going to be ready for what happens afterwards.
oh yeah,
drain
that was good. That was good.
barrier
That was good. That was good.
That is just great awareness of resources, because now Monarch is in danger state. Can't air block, will take extra damage, but wants to keep these block strings as long as possible to get it back.
Honestly, I love the awareness from Psykotik. It's like, oh, look at that. Look at that barrier. That looks so juicy. I'm going to charge this. But honestly, didn't really matter in the end because Monarch did just kind of weather through the storm, put him in the block stun to just build all that barrier back.
Yeah, and I mean, even almost in negative warning state here pretty soon. Well, I mean, we saw negative warning. I mean, we're almost danger state because of negative stun.
Oh, yeah.
But not going to matter here. There's 15 seconds left on the clock. If Monarch can block through overdrive in 15 more seconds, well, not going to matter. This should kill.
We got DPs. That's a DP, baby.
That is a certified Dragon Punch. As we go into set point here for Monarch, trying to get the grand finals on winner side. Very aggressive start.
That was a 5C backed up with full code.
Oh, got the air hit. Not going to be able to combo off it though, because it was big.
Oh wow, nice catch on the back dash for just a 2A.
Yeah, you know, cross back dash is
It's not the best.
yeah, it's a bit short. Just like him.
Hey, that hat adds at least a couple pounds, right?
Well, it doesn't seem very hard for Monarch to be able to throw that extra couple pounds. As the mix-up's coming in, and the person's about to come back just barely in time, so now Psykotik has to pull out literally every stock, cannot get hit by a single thing anymore.
And honestly, Monarch, if I'm Monarch, I'm like, yeah, I'll sit here.
Yeah, just
to
hit
me.
the dome over and over again.
Come to me, come to me, come to me. Okay, just kidding.
Excuse me? This is the way that hit?
I don't want to talk about it. Okay, I blame Ada.
I mean, regardless of who gets the full blame on that one, you cannot blame Monarch for some of the immaculate decisions that he made to make it to grand finals on winner side at this point. As Psykotik is going to be going down to losers brackets, and Monarch will be waiting now. I mean, he was one of the favorites.
Yes,
and
definitely
he has
one of the
shown
favorites.
it thus far.
Honestly, it's like, there's a reason he's an EVO champ too, right?
Yeah, no,
There
he
is
did win. He did win the Arxis BB tournament.
Yep. He is Mr. BlazBlue right now.
2018 or 19.
I want to say it was 2018.
Okay, yeah, I kind of forget.
It's been, okay, so there's been so many BlazBlue, like, moments that have happened, right? Like,
Yes.
Of course, the one that everybody remembers is Dogra versus Galileo.
Yes, because even if you didn't play BlazBlue, you heard about that.
Yes,
You saw
exactly.
that in
You
some
saw
capacity.
The emotion, the raw emotion, everything. But there's been like SKD versus Dogura. The first time that SKD beat Dora when Dora came for, what was it, NEC?
Yeah, it was NEC, yeah.
2016, I think. It was early on in the CP BlazBlue where everybody's like, yo, this new character Izoi, no future.
Well, I mean, you know,
And now everybody's like, yo,
that character.
Izoi?
To be fair, on launch, that character did have problems.
That
to the
character-
point where SKD was not solely playing
Yes,
Izoi.
yes,
so.
yes. And then there was one patch that just changed like very minuscule things.
Well,
and it
because
was
she was like incomplete, right?
Yeah,
she just
yeah,
needed
yeah,
a couple
yeah.
extra things, and then she was like, oh shit.
Hey, that's my shit.
Yeah. And, you know, there's a lot of other moments, honestly, that I would offer up to that, like Doza beating Dogura, or,
Yes,
you know,
Doza
Spark
beating
versus
Dogura.
Lord Knight at EVO.
Oh
like,
my god, the classic?
Dude, Spark versus Lord Knight is still one of my favorites to this day due to the fact that what Spark had to go through
Honestly,
to get there.
okay, so-
Because he played through 2 7-3 matchups in one Evo.
You have to realize that a lot of these new age BlazBlue players don't know who Spark is. And they're asking Lord Knight on his stream, hey, have you ever heard of BlazBlue? We live in a different age.
Dude, no, I actually did see somebody ask Spark, or not Spark, Lord Knight, if he has like ever played or heard of BlazBlue at one point, which was insane to me. Because at first I thought it was sarcasm.
Yeah.
But it was not.
Oh.
But yeah, all right.
LK is literally a living legend, all right?
It's not even just BlazBlue either.
Yes.
Like,
he's played like Vampire Savior,
Persona,
Melee.
Like,
this guy's been around the block, to say the least.
But yeah, we got to get to loser semis here.
Speaking of monster characters, man, we got Susanoo and we got Lychee. You know, Lychee is never bad.
Lychee has never been bad.
Never been bad.
Lychee has always been good.
Always been good, but it's like differing levels of good, right?
Absolutely,
it's like she's either top tier or she's mid. Oh my god.
I don't think she's ever been mid. CT. I don't even know if I would call that mid personally, but no. There was like fewer characters, so mid means a little bit less in terms of that. So I guess you're probably right.
She was definitely not Kino, I'll tell you that.
Well, no, she wasn't new 13 or Barclay or Rachel. So.
Exactly.
But the knockdown in from DLZ has gotten basically everything needed for any sort of matchup. Did not react to the overhead on this one. It's going to get full conversion. This
is going to be
a kill.
This is a full perfect phase.
Yep, it's going to
go.
Has got somebody sealed him on too? Like,
honestly, okay, so when Susanoo does the super, he does every single move that he's unlocked, which adds on damage.
Yes.
I feel like my favorite unlock for that is definitely the God Press, because he's just... Alright, nice check with the JA. We've been talking about that JA, baby. Oh, yeah, spend that butter.
And recognize that he had to spend the meter, right? Because of the distance on that combo. The spacing was just a bit too far away to get much else. So you opted to use the crush trigger. JA catching the backdash as well.
Yeah, he tried to get the fuzzy, but, you know, a good barrier from Yuri, but, you know, it's not looking too hot. Yo, God Press. I need to see it. I need to see the God Press.
How can you fit God Press in here that would be easy, right?
Like that. I would have God Pressed after blocking that.
You're a lord then. That's all I can say.
If I blocked that, I would definitely try for a God Press. This is because I'm not there, right? There's a reason I'm not there. I'm sitting here talking about BlazBlue.
DLZ looking real strong in this game.
I mean, DLZ's been looking strong this entire tournament. I mean, he's the person that put Yuri into losers.
Yeah, this is the run back.
He's gotta figure out how to deal with DLZ, honestly.
Yeah, and I mean, one of the things too that Yuri even noted was an issue for him during that last set in the winner's side was that he was not using overdrive to go through overheads, right?
Yeah.
And so that's such like an important option to be able to punish. Yeah, see, like right there.
Yep.
Just could not react.
So a big thing is.
Oh no! A big thing is that damage right there. Yuri's gonna die.
Shades of literally match one. Yeah, that's almost the same exact unlocks also. You saw that God Press.
Yeah. God Press is such a sick move to look at. Like,
I think if you make a fighting game, you put a God Press in the game, I will play it.
Probably, yeah. No, I think you're right.
All right. Very safe.
Yeah, not instant block barriering the 6B. So it's kind of like making it a little, but yeah, actually reacted to the overhead this time, which is really good for Uri.
Oh, wow. Walk up 2C, baby.
And then the conversion off of the backdash catch, really good for DLZ.
Yeah, okay, counter tilts out, wants the staff. Good block. Oh no, the low. Yuri's been getting caught with all of these lows.
Now, you know, eventually starting to get like ready for the overheads. And speaking of with DLZ from downtown, is going to be able to get the overhead and is going to be able to eliminate Uri here. Uri going down.
You know, Susanoo has a gun, man. That 6A really let him just drive her all the way back to the corner and open up with that meaty overhead.
Yeah, and so there it is. As you can see, we have narrowed it down to 3 final competitors. Uri is going to be leaving here at 4th place for Combo Breaker Top 8. There's 3 more left, and there is also 1 more break that we got to go to before we can get to this losers final. So please stick around because this is going to be some of the best BlazBlue action you have seen ever. Stay tuned. No more breaks, no more running. We are back with top 3 of BlazBlue Central Fiction for Combo Breaker 2022. And now we have a run back DLZ versus Psykotik. Psykotik was the one to put DLZ into losers, and that match looked impossible for DLZ.
So the big thing is we saw a lot of aggressiveness in the DLZ versus Yuri match before we went into the break. Unfortunately, you can't really apply too much of that aggressiveness to a character like Carl because he's not the one you also have to fight. You also have to deal with the bouncer, the big girl herself, right?
She's just trying to protect her brother, bro, all right?
It's hard for a character like Susanoo to really approach two people, you know? He's got really great normals, amazing normals and everything, but a lot of Ada's stuff just kind of armors through it.
I mean, it's like Ada armoring through it. It's just the oppressiveness and the speed of Carl when he just gets on you at any point.
It's crazy to think about. It's like, oh yeah, Carl, mobility.
Yeah.
You don't think of those two in the same sentence, right?
He's just small and slippery enough for it to work versus especially Susanoo.
Yeah, we've been talking about how hard it is for a character like Susanoo to really deal with a lot of Carl's approaches on offense. You know, if he has to unlock his DP. That's like that's the hard part. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe he cannot unlock things against Ada as well.
No. If it hits anything, it moves the cursor, if I remember correctly.
No, I'm saying to unlock the move.
As long as you hit a drive button, I'm pretty sure. Oh, no. Okay, I just got my answer right there. So Ada does not advance the cursor. Okay. But I don't yet know if it unlocks the move.
Okay, well, we got DP now.
I think you're correct after that, after I just saw what I saw. So.
Oh, yeah, use that DP. Nice block the overhead, but now it goes right into a low. He had 50 meter to work with, so it was pretty safe.
This is already more offense than we've seen from DLZ versus Psykotik in the winner's final set. And it's going to be a perfect. Way more. And again, that purple throw was a TRM. It was untechable.
I mean, everybody's been getting hit by that all day, so.
I'm pretty sure he's hit it on everyone.
Yes. Jibca tried to jump out of it, got hit, full combo. A little bit more damage, too. Yep, just get him out of there. Ada's there. This is where Jibca, or not Jibca, DLC shines.
Yeah, right there. That overhead getting blocked has been such a boon for the people who have blocked it versus DLC. But again, here, still within the moment where DLZ is just so powerful offensively, was able to finally roll out due to the slowness of that overhead, though.
But look at all of these unlocks from DLC.
Yeah, Dragon Punch, Dirt Kick, the Grand Viper, the Lightning Bolt, and the Sword.
Yeah, shouts out to that DP hitting on both sides and hitting real low.
Oh, got the hit. Oh, no, didn't fully convert, though. Was maybe looking for the burst on that one. Tried to be able to block in time because, you know, it is last round, but the 2C is going to catch that as the anti-air. You were mentioning this previously. Probably one of the best anti-airs in the game. 2C
is actually ridiculous. This is shades of old Azrael 2C.
Yeah, it hits behind him.
Yes.
So
that's the big thing. It hits behind him. It's jump cancelable. It's special cancelable, and it's chainable.
Yeah, it's just incredibly good. As we go into the second game here, now we are back into 3 out of 5 territory right now.
Yeah, a lot of room for adjustment from both players. So.
Ada's already half dead at this point, and DLZ is just hunting her down. Good lord, that's exactly what DLZ needs, because now he can just hunt down Psykotik's Carl, and the pressure has to just be taken.
Oh, nice.
Oh, good carry.
Yeah, there's big unlocks.
Okay, knockdown right here. Got the DP, got the Sonic Spin, and got the Sword now.
Nice
there it is
rollout,
again, yeah. You know, that's been strong for Psykotik at the very least. Been finding a time to roll.
Oh, wow.
That was meant to be an overdrive, because you saw how fast that burst was.
Now, for people that don't know, you can actually option select the overdrive as well.
Yeah.
By holding down a button and then pressing the 3 others, but you have to be in a neutral state.
Yeah, and you know, there are ways actually to get around that and mess your opponent up for it as well. Yeah. You can always check dustloop.com for that exact situation, actually, because there is a whole article on it.
Yeah, shots of Dustloop and the shots off to unblockables.
Okay, is he actually going to go for it?
No, yeah, he makes the DP,
Yep, and was able to take the meter on top of that, and now the burst is pretty much the only defensive option available for DLZ. But I think you just hold it for next round, because either that or for anything that might happen here, yeah, okay.
Yeah, Ada was really close to dying, so if he weathered the storm just a little bit longer, it would have been really bad for Psykotik.
That overdrive would have been an option for sure at that point.
Oh wow, that 2C getting extended because it hit Ada.
Yeah. Just trying to play the spacing game, and there's that anti-air we were talking about previously from Carl. Very, very
really,
fast.
really good.
Really, really good. And again, no instant block barriers here from the 6Ps just yet, but oh no, because the barrier block, the 5P was out of a range for punish.
Carl, not the healthiest boy.
Oh no, tied for lowest. Normalized at 10K. Swear to God, no.
Oh boy.
That's a counter
That's
hit.
a big counter hit. That's a big fatal.
Yeah, well, as big as Carl fatals get, anyway.
Yeah, I mean,
Luckily, this character doesn't do that much damage, which is, you know, the one singular saving grace out of the entire kit.
oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Double mix up, and there's no burst available. There's only meter and the DP.
I have
so
seen this before. Oh, nice. Okay,
Overdrive.
good block.
was looking for that. It was looking for that.
Oh,
There's
the
a
double
hit. Is this death?
No, I think
Actually,
he's
don't.
good.
Okay.
He's good.
Oh, he didn't have Sonic Spin unlocked. Okay, I misread the unlocks, but this will be. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I misread the unlocks there. I thought he had Sonic Spin, so I was like, oh my goodness. But nope. Not
Yeah,
the
he
case.
was really high in the air, and the higher you are against Sonic Spin, this is tacks on even more damage.
Okay, good instant blocking here, because that's kind of all you're going to be able to do, right? Is just try to instant block as much as humanly possible to gain all the meter.
I could burst. I like the momentum burst. Keep following the corner.
Yeah. Oh, and there it is again. No punish on the 6D.
I was going to say, I don't agree with the unlocks, but any unlocks is better than no unlocks right now.
Yeah, well, sometimes you don't actually have a choice in your pick. You know, you just kind of do what the combo counter gives you, right?
Nice rollout on the overhead. That is the thing that Carl actually has the privilege to do.
Yes, he could just roll out of the corner if you're doing something slow enough. Obviously, you can hit him, but the thing is you've noticed the time that Psykotik has done it. It's been on incredibly slow moves.
Yes, incredibly slow moves that don't hit down the ground.
Yes.
All right, this is Astral territory, so don't get opened up.
Which is very easy for Susanoo to actually get into.
Yeah, anything into 3C, which is anything. Okay, this is huge for Psykotik because he gets the corner right here. He's got a healthy amount of resources to work with, too.
Was trying to catch the jump out. That's why you saw the 6A there.
I mean, it was backed up by Ada as well, so.
Yeah, you're covering multiple options at the same time. Another reason why this character has so much strength.
Honestly, in this situation, I feel like Psykotik should just kind of throw out an overdrive, just keep Ada really, really healthy and just kind of tack on the pressure.
That might be applicable here now more so than that earlier situation, because now you can keep that character healthy and you can just like run the pressure game. But Psykotik might be playing the time. Was looking for the burst on that one. Overdrive is still available here for DLZ, and that's going to do it. Okay, overdrive right back is going to EA on it. Yeah, you know, to be honest, we have yet to see somebody fast EA after overdrive activation.
Yep.
The
I mean,
entire top 8.
a lot of people are like, okay, if they do fast EA, it's kind of whatever. They're not in active flow. It's not going to do too much damage. It's going to be 2K, and we're going to be back in like a neutral situation, right, quote unquote. So a lot of people are just going to be like pushing their advantage even when the opponent's in an overdrive, right?
Yeah.
Especially a Carl that doesn't really have like an invincible reversal, meterless reversal.
Yeah, and especially in a moment where your block string was like a 5A or a 2A, right? Where your stuff is recovering very quickly, so the opponent should be more scared. Well, I'm going to be scared of the possible damage here the DLZ is going to get.
Safe jump.
Oh, fuzzy.
Into the fuzzy, baby.
It works
Let's
on
go.
Carl, too. Let's go.
I think it works on Carl just because of the hat.
Probably. Shouts to Charlotte.
Big hats, baby. Big hat game.
Yeah, and see, there's that situation that you were just talking about, right? Like, you know, a lot of people are not trying to be worried about EA now, but you just did Grand Viper from full screen. But Lord God, there's the TRM again, and that's gonna kill for the round.
100% success rate.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, the only way it's not gonna have a success rate is if you just sit down and block and only block, right?
Yeah.
Like, because if you jump, you get hit.
Yeah,
So it's
I mean, like literally, it's an anti-OS. So.
Yeah.
Okay, big counter hit. Yeah. Even though that DP is really good, still DP, still very punishable. Oh,
That was fatal counter too. That could have been
no! Slaps Ada with a huge guard crush.
Yeah, had to use meter on that. That's actually really unfortunate for DLZ defensively. Oh, not gonna matter though if you get in there. Tries to go for the regular throw this time. Is there a fireball coming? I can't hear it, so I don't know.
I don't know. Susan is just over here shooting a gun, man.
Yeah, my hands is just like, you know what? I'm tired. I've had enough.
6 feet.
Okay, and there was the instant block, but no instant block barrier, so it wasn't out of range.
That's level 3 charge too, so he gets that 5B. Nice.
No, he tried. He thought of an answer. He was like, okay, I'm going to try to overdrive through this, and unfortunately, you know, DLZ just immediately reacted.
DP, baby. Let's do it.
And mean, he had 100 meters to
He had 100
DPRC.
meters. He had a round to give too.
So it was like, why not just DPRC again? Like, what are you gonna do? EA me?
I mean, technically he could. If he did slow, yeah, I think it would have went through the DP.
It would have, yes, but like that's the least of DLC's worries. And apparently overheads are also the least of his worries at this point.
Yeah, that was a good reaction on that overdrive.
Oh, dropping the JD, so didn't unlock sword. I mean, still got the Dragon Punch though, right?
And that 2C, baby, let's go!
Gonna get dirt kick on this one. Trying to go for overheads as well. TPRC, so much mileage out of this for DLC right now.
Is that how much damage you got off that too?
Absolutely, yeah, 2.9k, and is now gonna get the round 2 off Psykotik on set point. This is completely different than we saw from the winner set.
Yes, exactly.
The winner set was all Psykotik all the time, zero explanation of what DLZ could even do, but you know, he found the explanation here.
Yeah, just go in. Bully the kid. Put him in the locker.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, but yeah, that was punishable right there. Psykotik knew. Psykotik went for it.
Alright, good stuff.
Okay.
Oh, I like that, the delay on the J2C to see if we could try to grab.
And there it is. That's great for Psykotik that this one actually connected, because then Ada can finally get some life back, because she was about to die. There's the counter assault too.
That was a good spot to counter assault as well. Volante on the other side though.
Ooh, and she has no meter, and I think DLZ recognized that.
Oh yeah, the 6B3C. That's a true blocker.
Yeah, you try to jump out, and you're gonna get opened up.
Unlock right here. Sword.
Okay, counter assault. Oh, tried to keep it a true combo so that you could side swap, right?
Yep.
But didn't end up catching it.
Oh my God,
60?
Ada, you betrayed me.
Just gotta watch out for EA on this one, and yeah, Psykotik knows that overdrive is not gonna be used a ton, but I mean the Sword of God is gonna allow for it. They're dropping the combo. And you can tell how pensive Psykotik is on aerial actions, right? Is not trying to do anything, but it's not gonna matter as DLZ is gonna take it over Psykotik. Got the run back on the person who knocked him into losers, and is going to grand finals.
Good stuff from Psykotik though, really showing up for the Vancouver scene. But also shouts out to DLZ coming all the way to Chicago from Europe, man. Like that's he's flying solo, baby.
That's across the pond.
He's got the entire nation, the entire region on his shoulders right now, and he's up against the Evo champ.
That's a lot of tectonic plates.
That's a lot of him. That is true, but he's playing a good character for it.
Well, and here we have it. Psykotik is going home at 3rd place, down to DLZ after putting DLZ into losers, and DLZ taking that run back to advance to grand finals versus Monarch, the scientist, the man who is fresh off the Frosty Fausting wins, so already has one major under the belt, trying to go for the 2-peat here.
I mean, he's got the notebook out and everything. He's been doing his homework, man. He knew who was going to be in the top 8. He was in the top 24, top 8. And he was like, all right, it's time. It's time.
The further we get into post-rollback era for BlazBlue, the more competition I think Monarch recognizes, right? And so because of that, Monarch is like, I need to have everything available. It's not going to be free for me, and so I need to be as strong as possible at all times.
I mean, that's a mark of a true competitor, right? And it's like I have to be prepared. Like there's a reason I'm this good. I cannot be complacent. Complacency is the worst enemy to any competitive player.
Definitely never feels like there's any complacency in Monarch, and you know, I don't know if I've ever heard of any complacency in DLC either. So.
Now the big thing is, you know, Monarch has definitely played his fair share of Susanos, but has he played a Susanoo of DLZ's?
This is the Susanoo right now,
yes,
right?
This
like,
is the Susanoo.
The only other Susanoo that could be on this level would have been Fame.
Yes.
However, Fame has not been around for a hot minute, you know, focusing on life, which is totally admirable. You know, no shame there at all.
Fame's an old man now.
Right.
He's an old man.
So because of that, the level of Susanoo is different when you reach DLZ.
Yes.
Right. And even at that CEO Otaku, Fame was actually at that one, and DLZ still placed higher, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's just something to note. This is basically the Susanoo player. It's DLZ.
Yes.
So,
now, the real question is, what character is Monarch going to pick against Susanoo?
Gosh, it's hard to say, right? Like,
So
S is obviously just always going to be all around good.
Yes.
S is like never a bad choice, I don't think.
So S is also not a very bad choice. I think Lambda would have a little bit of an issue just because of how fast Susanoo could get across the ground. But it takes a little for him to really get started. But it looks like they're going to go with the S.
Okay.
Now, I mean, I don't blame him. Now, Lambda is a very hard character to play.
Yeah, and I mean, if you think about it too, on top of that, the level of movement that S has available to herself is very, very difficult for Susanoo to deal with. And the reason we know that is because we had the evidence from versus Psykotik.
Yes,
Carl
exactly.
was very hard to catch for Susanoo. And this could be applicable here as S as well. So here we go, Grand Finals, Game 1.
Wow, starting off really aggressive from both players, actually. And that's not blocking the 6A.
Yeah, no overdrive either.
Yeah, gotta go test those reactions, baby. Test those waters, and then we're gonna get the little setup right here.
Yep, gonna just get the crested knockdown.
Okay.
I like the decision to just try and take it, but actually they ended up losing the crest on throw tech there. Oh, DP to get right through it thanks to the overdrive. Yeah, so if you don't know, when Susanoo is in overdrive, he actually technically has all his specials, even if they're not unlocked.
He's got DP unlocked now. Yeah, just running across the screen with the 6B, but Monarch recognizing and just whiff punishing with that 3C.
Ooh,
Yeah, pushing him all the way with the 6Cs.
Yep, 6-6-C is quite strong. Running C is an uni normal.
Yes, it is definitely an uni normal.
We talk about this just being a French bred character, and like everything she has just kind of exudes that.
Yeah, I feel like Mori was like, man, Under Knight's kind of sick. Let's make an Under Knight character.
Yeah, I wonder if that's why DB Tag came to fruition.
Yeah, right.
All right, there it is, the overdrive right here, and is going to try to kill off this, which is totally possible with the amount of seals.
Oh yeah, no, the amount of damage this super does in overdrive as well. Look at this damage.
7?
Is it? Oh. Yeah,
it gonna
this
be
is
7?
gonna attack at least 7.
Okay, 7. Almost exact.
That was a lot of damage. That was a little amount of damage.
That was quite good. Yeah, so I mean, Susan is known for that. So, you know, it's interesting too, because when they made CF, what they did was they set out to attempt to make it so damage was homogenized through basic B&Bs, and Susan still has the highest damage output on average.
It's alright, it's alright. Alright.
Okay,
Yeah,
there's
the
that
gun,
6A,
the
yeah.
gun. Oh man, level 3 charge.
Okay, that's really good to have level 3 tackle, because now any straight hit goes into full combo, right? And
Yep.
it's no longer just like, oh, I just get a knockdown. Now you get a knockdown plus all the damage plus some seals.
Okay, yeah, push him all the way corner.
Yep. Ooh, dropping the combo though.
Actually, don't mind that dropping that combo there because he still gets the Oki.
Yeah, for sure. But you know, you always want the best
look at the
possible.
Fuzies. Oh yeah, that's how you deal with the instant overhead. Whoa, I love that combo.
Yeah. So that's actually the normal combo. I know it looks funky, and if you've never seen it, it's probably like sick as hell. But after a while, you see it over and over again, and it's like yeah, there was deliberately was looking for the burst on that one.
Yep, nice DP. Recognize the dust kick. DP's out.
Okay, full combo here.
Wake up overdrive maybe?
It's
okay,
coming at some point. Overdrive is either that or DLZ gets a straight hit here in a second. And is forced to burst, right? Okay, there's the overdrive.
Yeah, I really like the stagger pressure from Monarch, recognizing that like, oh
there it
my
is.
god.
And yeah, was forced to burst on that one. Yeah, so that's another applicable situation of
Oh,
that's extra damage.
God!
This might kill because you're in danger state. Hold on.
Yeah, it has no meter to work with. I don't think it's gonna kill, but it's gonna be close.
Oh my goodness, is unable to do it. Yeah, because the DP plus RC is available for DLZ, didn't want to do much.
Oh my god!
Makes it happen with a priority dream.
1 second left, and Monarch's like, how did you get home by
1 second, 1 HP, nothing to go with other than that.
What?
Oh my god, and they got the trade combo DLZ, oh lord.
This guy's pretty good.
Yeah, you know,
Alright.
he's definitely at least mid-tier. At least.
It's alright. Okay, yeah. That's not an easy combo to do. It's just getting the one hit on the lightning bolt,
yeah.
the hot hands.
Yeah, because you have to mash out and out, right? So
On hands. Yeah, looking really good for DLZ right now, but
force the burst again, and okay, this one seems a bit more difficult to come back from, to be quite honest with you. There's no danger state. There's a lot more life on DLZ's side, but he has no dragon punch, right? It's just
stagger
counter assault.
pressures. Yep, stagger pressures.
It's only counter assault, and Monarch is trying to play around that as best as possible. Has gotten another hit here, 100 meter, wants to keep himself safe. Yeah, there's finally a counter assault.
No DP from DLZ side, so one less option to really look out for, but overdrive is still on the plate.
Yeah, exactly. And now you'll notice that Monarch is trying not to block anything so that he can't get to the Dragon Punch on the cursor, but the 2A is going to hit, and DLZ is taking the first game in a very tense and close package.
I like the the moment that Monarch takes, right? He's very, like, there's a reason he's called the scientist, right? Okay, character select. All right. Is he going to try his luck with Lambda?
You know, I'm not entirely sure Lambda is the switch here. I think it might just be one of those, like, I need the breather kind of things. But you could be right. Like, Lambda is always applicable. And he's also got 2 sets to work with.
He's working... He's smooth sailing pretty good in the winter side. He can give up rounds. He can give up matches. It's just, you know, he's just going to find what makes DLZ tick, right?
It seems like most people are hard-pressed to figure that out because we thought Psykotik had it on lock earlier, right? We thought that Psykotik was going to just kind of mollywop him again because of what happened in Winners, and I can't stress enough, the Winner set was just destructive for Psykotik.
Exactly.
But then DLZ had enough time to adjust, had some time to think about what happened, and came back as a completely different player, basically.
Rebel 1.
There we go. First game with Lambda here, under the new 13 skin to try and trigger his opponent.
No, sometimes that messes me up, man. I'm insane. But, you know, like we said, Susanoo is a pretty big boy, so a lot of the D moves from Lambda that probably wouldn't hit a lot of other characters can kind of check Susanoo in neutral, but not looking too good right now.
Yeah, and that was one of those checks that you're talking about. It was checking for the Dragon Punch.
DP's out.
Yeah, and there is a gap between, I think, every D normal.
Yes.
So, you know, that is something you can fuzzy mount out of.
Nice 6A.
Okay, it's going to get full conversion off this thanks to the rapid cancel here.
Okay, sets up the, okay, nice block on the invisible overhead. That 4D in the corner, very tricky.
Yeah, if it's off screen, you pretty much, so like the rule of thumb because of that is that you need to look at new 13 or Lambda depending on which one you're fighting, right? And that'll tell you if you need to block low or high.
Yet again. That 5C, man, it's really good.
Yeah, incredibly active, goes very far. It's just beautiful for all that. Oh no! Oh, that's regular overdrive too. That was raw, so that means there's no like overdrive cancel timer. It is full timer, 6+ seconds.
Yep.
Oh,
okay,
there it is. Was not OSing.
That's the first time, and of course it's going to be Monarch.
Yeah, right. Monarch is just reacting usually. He's not going to be OSing, so.
Of course, it's Monarch that is the first person to destroy the 100% success rate.
Yeah. So, I mean, and that's something if you've ever watched Monarch play, like in like the online tournaments like Frosty and stuff, other people have checked him trying to OS before, and they lose because of it. And because it's so dude, this guy's that somebody's OSing, but it's like,
dude, this guy's literally just reacting.
Yeah, and he's just like, no, I know the situation, I'm looking for this, but I'll wait till it actually happens.
Okay. Yeah, just playing very comfortably.
Block on the overhead, though. That's great for DLZ because it means that you can move forward with a bit more impunity.
Yeah, but look at the resource disadvantage from DLZ right now. Like, his overdrive definitely coming back soon, but his barrier compared to Monarch's, and then also the meter advantage that he did have.
Yeah.
Good block on that overhead, though, I might say.
At the very least, he does have the Dragon Punch, so he knows that defensively he can hang. And I think Monarch is trying to play around that. You saw that run up and then immediate air back dash, right? It was like, we're trying to probably bait it.
Oh, yeah, nice catch on that 6A. The 4D classic. Not getting much damage, just being annoying.
Well, I mean, like, you're still doing chip damage when you do some of the special projectiles, right? The drive regular projectiles do not do chip damage, but the rest of them do, and they're just set up the other ones, right? So you're either trying to get the barrier, or you're trying to get as much chip as possible. Oh, overhead actually connecting, hold on! DLZ is back in there.
Lot to work with. Yep, the EAs. Nice block. Oh,
yeah, but it had the 50-meter to back it up, and once the recognition happened for DLC, it happened at the same time as Monarch, right?
Yeah, and they both grabbed the quest,
yeah.
Just react. Oh, not react to that 4V. Into the corner we go, baby. Now, the mix-up is not too scary, especially with Lambda, but it's like, it's all reactions, right? It's all reactions.
Yeah, this character is not really going to mix you up in terms of a way that's like unreactable usually, right? There has to be some pretty interesting stuff going on for that to happen.
Just a short combo because it was a 5A starter.
Yep. But the short combo is all you need to run out the overdrive, right? Yep. Ooh, wow, even blocked the RC mix-up right there. DLZ was looking for the burst too. That might come back to haunt. Oh, tried for the crush.
Oh, no.
Oh boy. Oh, buddy. Yeah, had to make sure it was a burstable point, right? Did not want to hit a burst safe spot.
All right, that burst is coming back for DLZ. Now, is he going to use it on the overdrive? Oh, just kidding. Wake up.
Oh, hold on.
Charge? Yo.
So the next hit that DLZ gets is going to be an
Oh, yeah, 100% dead. Yeah,
the
5-8 throw.
Yeah,
and that's going to be it.
Because DLZ knows that there's not like the OS going on, I feel like he's probably feeling fine to test the reactions of Monarch as he goes up 2-0 right now.
Susanoo win.
Great stuff from both of these players, though. Like, you could definitely tell how well versed they are in exploiting each other's kind of like. I recognize that you're not doing defensive OSs. I recognize that you're not doing whatever. I'm going to play a fighting game. These guys are definitely just playing against each other right now more than the characters.
Yeah, and after the information of the defensive OS was given to DLZ, DLZ tried to not use throws as much as possible to make Monarch lose that in the mental stack, so that once it actually ended up coming up, it could be used against it.
There's another quick wake up, but gets caught by Monarch this time. Oh, yep. It's actually one of the first defensive EAs we've seen from DLZ. Oh, yeah, there's a TRM.
Yeah, I mean, right back at you, right? That is a very common situation to be thrown in immediately, so I think that's why Monarch just first went to the TRM type.
It's definitely like, if you've been playing BlazBlue for a while, it's like, oh, I teched in the air, and they air dashed at me, they might try to throw me.
Yeah, exactly. It's just a common chase down tactic, but
Rebel 2.
DLZ
Action.
took the bait. Monarch with the first round on this one, a lot better than the previous rounds for sure.
I mean, it did start out very strong for Monarch in both games, but, you know.
If there is a level of adaptation that has to be praised, it's probably with DLZ.
Yes. It's not easy to navigate, especially against zoners with Susanoo sometimes, man.
Yeah, and I mean, look at the exact quadrants of the screen that he's deciding to either air dash back in or get a second jump in or something like that, rather than just directly walk into the fireballs.
Yeah, I mean, characters have an issue dealing with gravity well, and Susanoo is no exception.
Susanoo might be the rule, to be honest with you. He's a big boy.
Yeah, I mean, he's not Tiger, but, you know.
Yeah, true.
He's definitely moving like Tiger in that gravity well.
Yeah, well, he also has run startup, right? So the gravity well makes it worse.
Nice run unders.
Oh, trying to find the perfect time to get in, but that was not going to end up being it. Now DLZ having basically no barrier, half your life. He's frantically trying to catch this character right now.
This is the in. Oh, just kidding.
Okay, danger state. That's really good for Monarch because now there's no more air blocking available to DLZ right now.
Okay, yeah, that was a good. That was really good. Check on the, I believe that's 5B from...
Yeah, it was 5B.
Okay.
You're correct, yeah.
Was it Lambda that has the 6B? Yep, there it is once again.
No, they both have the red. Well, sorry, no, because they changed the movesets once they separated
There's a knee and then there's the kick.
Sorry, my bad.
You know, the thing that Soul has, but on one button?
Yeah. Oh, but the anti-air right there.
And no burst to work with, so... Well, drops the combo. 14 seconds left. Yeah, this is definitely a very slow-paced...
Monarch, Monarch got the hit. Never mind. I was going to say Monarch might need to overdrive, but should be able to just... yeah. DLZ had to try, right? Because you're just close enough that it might be possible that the burst connects. And, you know, if it does, you may as well take the chance.
Grandma always said,
don't die with your burst.
But Monarch now on the board against DLC. DLC needs to win one match to reset the bracket.
An important comeback. Very much needed.
I love BlazBlue neutral, man. It's so tense all the time.
Yeah, once you finally get to like the highest level, you start to see the craziest decision making and the best movement and just like immaculate spacing. All of that stuff all come into play at once.
Okay. Nice patience. Nice block.
Yep, but there's the overhead of Monarch's own.
I like it. Very staggered movement. He's got a DP unlocked, so he's got to be very wary about that. Well, yeah, and once again, Susanoo's height kind of putting him in a disadvantage right there with that 6D actually catching him during his run. Yeah, using the meter to chase down. Nice counter hits.
Oh, yeah, I was trying to use Sword of God just to be able to catch from full screen, because if it counter hit, you know, you get big stuff off that.
It's the big wall bounce, too, yeah. Okay, yeah, just get rid of a little bit of the barrier.
Yeah, and I mean, that's a good choice because you saw how much DLZ has been burying and how many times he's gone into game danger state. Keep preying upon that as Monarch's thought process is. But, double overhead.
Big. Huge damage right here.
And now he's in. The throw does get tech though.
Yeah, we're talking about throw techs, and like honestly, Lambda is one of those characters that like, oh, you threw tech, and now I'm in 5D range.
Yeah, you're in the perfect spot for newer Lambda. It's gonna be able to block in time, right? Oh, one of the
No punish though.
That's got both wheels available. There's danger state, so all the chip damage is true.
Yeah,
Has blocked every double 4D, I think. Like 4D, rapid 4D, I think has been blocked.
Oh, tried to check with that 2A, but here we go.
Oh, that's gonna kill! That's gonna kill! Yeah, buddy!
That's definitely one of the knowledge checks. It's like, okay, I see 4D, can I react to it?
Action.
Because there's a lot of characters that can actually blow up Lambda for trying to do 5D 4D.
And a blow up that was indeed, as that puts DLZ on a reset point
Nice
right
blocking
now.
the overhead, but nice spacing from Monarch.
Yeah, and just rather than anti-airing, I love it, just using movement, right? Because you need to keep Susanoo as far away as possible if you're going to play Lambda.
Okay,
oh, big drop though from DLZ.
Yeah,
the nerves are starting to set.
He wanted the DP unlocked, like really bad.
Oh my god.
Hey, I mean, honestly, it's spooky for both players.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's just, it was spooky for me too. That's why I was freaking out. And then, yeah, again, using that movement to try and keep away.
Oh, getting caught. Probably tried to fuzzy jump right there.
Yeah. Ooh, got the link. Nice.
That's not hard. I mean, that's not easy.
That's not hard. Oh, delay pressure. Finally got the counter, but was not ready for it. The 6A is going to help out DLZ. Tried to go for the emergency tech to be able to stop. The counter assault is forced now.
Okay, just blocking. I love the placements on these D-normals.
Yeah, just weathering the storm at this point. It's been really, really close for it, but finally getting opened up by 4D. Not going to be able to fully convert off of anything. I wonder if Legacy Edge is something that Monarch is going to have to use. Just to, nope, never mind. Uses the meter on that. It's
Look at
playing
how
for
much time, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, no. Oh, no. Because if you overdrive, you can at least, like, you know, extend the timer, which is probably what is going to have to happen. Oh, counter assault. Yeah, you have to overdrive immediately. Beautiful timing right there. Should probably go into super, honestly, like, now.
No, I think she's dead.
The Astral? Yep, there it is. And to reset the bracket, DLZ is got the Astral. The reason why I was thinking he probably needed to go into super immediately was because I had assumed that the overdrive timer was going to run out before the combo could.
I didn't even know you could Astral off the spin. I'm going to be completely honest.
Yeah. Spin is really nice, for sure, like for a number of reasons. But yeah, so we have reset the bracket now. So Monarch and DLZ are on the same footing. There's no more second chances. There's nothing left. You just have to win.
Now, if you are Monarch, right? Yeah, okay. Honestly, I don't disagree with this. A lot more options. It's really frustrating to be like putting your opponent on the back foot as Lambda, like the entire match, and just getting touched and it's exploding, right?
I mean, it's really strong for keeping Susan out, but once Susan actually gets back in there, there's nothing left for you, you know, as the Lambda.
Yeah, Lambda's defensive options aren't the greatest.
She does have a Dragon Punch. It's just that you can, you know, play around it better than most characters' other Dragon Punches, right?
Yep.
Especially Essence.
Early burst.
And
but DP unlocked
Dragon
too.
Punch unlock, yeah. Nice blocking the overhead. That's a punish.
Yeah, that's a punish. Huge punish too.
Yeah, most characters wouldn't get that big of a punish if they didn't have a crest like us does.
Yep. And it was all the 2A starter, dude. That's the craziest part.
Yeah, 3K plus full corner carry. We'll take it for sure.
Alright, just running her down with that 6B. Really good projectiles.
The JA, what great Abare, even despite blocking something in the air. And yeah, maybe that Abare is going to get you killed. I mean, you can notice that Monarch isn't trying to fireball too much because of the threat of the 6A from Susan Hole, right?
Nice confirm.
Yeah,
and has crest.
Oh, did jump D a little bit late. Yeah, that's fatal counter.
Yeah. Oh, messes it up too. That was a really awkward hit. I don't blame him for dropping that.
Okay, just gonna back away from those 6Bs. Those are some scary moves right there. Yeah, if you get hit by one of those, it changes the tide of battle completely.
But you can see how the spacing that Monarch plays, right? Where it's like, if you do a 6B and you're a little bit too far away and it whips, as S, you can 3C and just like, boom, get my damage in.
Oh no, big drop right there from DLZ. That's unfortunate, because that's going to allow Monarch a chance to be able to try to get out. But okay, good barrier, because that kept away from the TRM setup.
Yep, 5B. How fast this character is.
All these instant blocks too. Monarch is getting a lot of meter.
Yeah. It's really hard, especially since even though S has a huge sword, it's still a hurt box on that sword.
Yes. Oh, well,
Nice
speaking of that huge sword, there's the anti-air right there. Monarch got a lot of meter to work with too.
Okay, backdash is out.
Oh,
Okay.
Yep. Oh, nice backdash. He's going to be able to get a full confirm off of this. Okay, level 2 Sonic Spin, the overhead. Oh, and then the low.
Yeah,
and
delayed
that
load.
RNC.
Delayed load. I'm about it. Can't really kill off this yet, but next hit we'll do it.
Yeah, it's setting up for that next hit. That's why they did that type of Oki right there.
Yeah, he's out, or counter assault out.
Okay, crest, and there's the Dragon Punch from BLZ.
Your plus? I ain't no scared.
Hey, as long as you try to do something that's within range of my Dragon Punch, it doesn't matter how plus you are. Oh, what an anti-air though from Monarch. He's able to keep the beast at bay.
No unlocks yet for DLZ, but
yeah, was able to jump into the fireball, but did not, safely land. Unfortunately, as Monarch was at the ready for that one.
yep, 6C.
Okay, there's the
Nice
overhead.
block on the overhead.
And for some reason, it's a cancelable normal, so,
Hey.
there's the crush trigger. Okay, so burst is about to come out for DLZ. Active Flow is available now for Monarch. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the fake high into the low.
Yep.
2C yet
Good
again.
lord, bro.
Messes up the timing for that combo. Not very easy link.
Oh, got the backdash. Oh, but wasn't ready for it.
The range on that 3C is so ridiculous. Okay, level 2 charge.
That's going to be full conversion. Yeah, and Monarch knows it. Forcing the burst. Did not want to give an inch to DLZ at that point, but still has the overdrive. Here's the 5A pressure. Overdrive the throw, but couldn't punish it. Blocks on the overhead now for Monarch.
Nice blocks,
Again.
nice blocks.
No punish.
Nice instant blocks.
Oh,
Yeah,
read the
yeah.
Dragon Punch. Super good right there from Monarch. That was the first time that situation had ever presented itself, and Monarch was ready.
It's patience, man. It's all about the patience, and I'm loving the amount of patience that both of these players is kind of really asserting.
Yeah, I mean, if you've been around North America, you know Monarch is like basically the most stoic, stalwart defender of pretty much everything, right? But, a lot of us, Americans are not too privy of how DLC defends,
hey, man,
right?
I'm going to be honest. I'm not the most patient guy ever.
Yeah, no, I mean,
I hate defending. I'm trying to go in, bit. All right, unlocks the DP right away. Knows that there's a lot of situations where this DP is going to be super helpful.
Yeah.
Nice block.
Especially with the jump C, right, from Monarch.
Yep.
Oh, blocks in the overhead again, and yeah, that's a punish on that one because there was no cancel into fireball. Block on the overhead, double overhead, yeah. So double overhead has been catching a lot of people, it seems like, and Monarch has been blocking the low quite often, right? So I think DLC started to use that as information.
Yeah, nice footsie.
Literally. Gonna be able to kill off this. Yep. Much stronger start right there from DLC's compared to the first game.
Rebel 2. Action.
The round start has always been very interesting because both of these characters have such strong round starts, but I think Susanoo has a slight advantage just because of that 5B.
5B is always going to be present no matter what character he's playing against,
Yeah,
right?
baits it, and it actually gets the punish. Not many people are punishing EA today.
Yeah, EAs are much harder to punish on block than they are on whip, though. So.
Yes.
And some characters just can't do it.
Yep.
Trust Azrael.
Poor Azrael.
Well, okay, so he can do it. You have to do some very specific stuff. It's just like,
Is it worth it?
I mean, it probably is. And there's the magnet hands that we so love here in the BlazBlue
That combo
universe.
always looks so strange to me.
Yeah, it shouldn't.
The amount of untech time there is.
Yeah, it seems like it shouldn't work, but it always does. I'm gonna get that crusty knockdown. I like the decision right there because you need to set yourself up for the best possible amount of options.
Yep. DP is unlocked. Tries to use the gun. Gun again.
And just runs on in right there. Recognizes that if you try to take your seal, if you try to take your unlock right there, I will be able to run it.
Yes, and you notice right there that Monarch actually used that crest at the end right there to continue the pressure, but there is a short delay before it goes off, and he just ran up and buried it in his face because he knew that he had that DP.
Push for it. Oh, there's the tackle, but wow, rare footage of grab actually being the option.
I mean, DLC has been really good at mixing up his defensive options after that tackle, right? Because it's only slight negative, it's not punishable.
Yeah, unless you get to the later tackles.
No, we don't talk about those.
Well, we're definitely going to be talking about the damage and the Oki available here for DLZ. All right, so do you do DP? Okay, no, it's recognized, yeah, a DP into throw is no longer going to TRM you because you're not OSing.
Lots of unlocks from DLZ, though.
Yeah. Oh, but there's that DP. Immediate overdrive so that you can't tech out. Should be able to get the, yeah, got the meter.
Yeah, this is going to be it.
It's not even required. What a reaction on the overdrive there for DLZ. Looking around. Oh, probably asking what the set count was.
Yeah, 1-1. 1-1 reset, baby. Both you guys fighting.
When you get to a reset, it gets real hard to know what the numbers is anymore, especially a reset this tense, right?
Yes.
Because it has been incredibly close, and now Monarch has got to start
both of these guys are still, like, even though it's so high-paced, the match is still taking a very long time.
Yes.
Right? Each match is like nail-biter, nail-biter, nail-biter.
Yeah. It's like the interactions that come to play once they finally show up are explosive, right?
Yes.
Whereas like prior to those portions of the match, it's slow because they know what happens once they get to that portion of the match, and they can't allow that to happen for either of their opponents at this point.
All right, gun comes out.
Yeah,
level 2 tackle. Nice. I like it. Uh-oh. It's okay. A little bit of insurance. Oh, wow. Just a 5C from the backdash.
Yeah, gonna be honest, I'm surprised DLZ didn't try to press a button afterwards, because usually there's way more untech time on counter hits for seasonal than there's on the characters, right?
Yes. Okay, early burst from Monarch. He's not gonna have the active low this round.
No, but it's probably required at this point, you know? Like, you just gotta get away from DLZ, because he's just running the offense.
No DP, but still got a spin. Yeah, he tried to unlock the DP right there. Yeah, there it is. He can still unlock it even from as long as it's on top of that counter.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's going to be available for this knockdown right here. Goes for the throw. Wow, Monarch showing not being afraid of the Dragon Punch is really, really important, because now DLZ is going to have to think twice about not Dragon Punching.
Yes. I mean, that's the huge thing. It's like, oh man, I have this reversal. This guy's scared, right? I like it, and just keeping himself a little far away, so at least he can unlock the DP.
Oh, well, he's got a lot of unlocks now because of the overdrive.
I feel like the active flow is going to come into play here very soon. Oh, yep, especially after this throw.
This may just be one of those conceding rounds, right, where you just, you know, you kind of got wobbed and you got to understand that. Like,
okay, nice block, nice block.
Okay,
yeah, RCs to continue the pressure.
The double overhead, yeah. I feel like double overhead probably has like a 100% success rate so far. Maybe not, but it's very high.
It's definitely difficult to deal with, especially since the low is so fast, so you're always wanting to block low. Okay, early burst, no active flow this time. Nice catch. Sets it up, no DP. Yeah, just great space. Yeah.
Oh, I think that was one of those situations where normally you would actually be able to press on S, but I don't think DLZ recognized it.
So the thing is, there's a lot of characters you could probably press on S after that, but Susanoo has one of the slower 5-8s.
I mean, that's fair. Yeah, you're totally right. Okay. Unlock the Grand Viper at the right time. It's going to be able to... Oh, really wanted the DP again, yeah. Okay, another unlock on that one. Scott got press now. Scott Grand Viper got light. Oh, there's the God press and has the meter, has the overdrive.
This is a lot of damage, man.
Yeah.
God press by itself does like 3,000.
God, look at that. 5K off a command grab. Yeah, trying to catch it back. Oh, in the high profile, in high crusted. In high crust the 2A on the overhead right there. That's going to give Monarch a second chance here, but the problem is burst is coming back for DLZ here pretty soon. He's got about 50 meter. He can make a lot of things happen with that bar. Oh, but the overhead right now. There's the burst on the, it's on the table.
No DP unlock from DLZ still.
Oh, the 6A didn't attack. Monarch didn't attack.
Honestly, the gun is fast, man, okay? Gun is very fast.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, how are you ready to get hit by the gun, right? Like, you don't know to be able to tech in time. Monarch just...
You have to be already holding a button to tech that.
Yeah, pretty much. TLZ is on tournament game over Monarch right now.
The wheel of fate is turning. Rebel 1.
Action. So we get into it. Monarch has no chances left. Has to make the 2-0 sweep right now.
Oh yeah,
versus DLZ.
that was really tricky to deal with. Okay, so a very early burst from DLZ this time.
Okay. Sword and DP now.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, you get the much better combo thanks to the fact that you have sword off the throw, right? So.
Yeah, both these players not trying to go for the active flow anymore.
Yeah. Oh, the overhead! Yeah, that's actually going to connect on Monarch. And, you know, Monarch has been getting less and less defensively powerful. The TRM actually working versus Monarch. So that means he's starting to OS.
I mean, that was definitely after a 5A, right?
Yeah.
It was a 5A DP into RC throw.
Oof.
Okay.
Okay, anti-air on that one as well. Yeah, that's one of the annoying parts about having to fight S is that, like, you know, you can try to jump back after a throw, and then she still tries, you know, she's still in range to anti-air you, right?
I really like the instant blocking from DLZ though. Ooh! Yeah, DLZ walked forward for like a microsecond right there and just got tagged by their overhead. Yeah, sets up the wheel, but we got a DP, baby.
And it's been paying off so much dividends in terms of, like, not even just being used, right, but just the threat of its existence.
Yep. Yeah, DP once again.
Yep.
Good instant blocks on that 5B5C.
Yeah. And the active flow is here for Monarch, so that got the burst back much faster. Not going to be able to use it for damage, though.
Still looking good for Monarch, but oh man, that was a really awkward hit.
Yeah. Okay. No, I don't think this is going to kill thanks to Seasonal being such a big boy, but I mean, what do you do afterwards, right? Like, what is your knockdown?
Okay, counter assault's out.
Block on the overhead, double overhead, there it is again.
Yeah, counter assault's back out. Quick rise. Dealing with this stagger pressure.
Oh, there it is, finally. Opts for the burst. Yeah, DLZ just trying to win the tournament right now.
I mean,
oh, but there it is. And okay, that's really, really good for Monarch because you're at 0%.
For Monarch.
DLZ has to get active flow just to get that burst back. That's the only way.
Okay, good check. Dude, Susanoo's 5B is like the...
It's incredible.
It's the end-all be-all button over here, man. Okay, run up full screen, just throw. There's a lot of mental stack going on, man.
Yeah, I mean, you know, run up full screen throw has not been an applicable option for Monarch thus far, right? So
Yeah, nice fade on the DP. This is huge damage. Optimal, optimal. Just don't drop this.
Well, I mean, you might get the curse on going if you talk like that.
Oh,
got
yet
the low.
again, the 3C so far.
Yeah, that's the catch the fuzzy jump right there. Okay, here we go. One more. Was probably expecting Dragon Punch on that. Got the counter assault. Overdrive is now out. Gonna use the DP, but there's the 2C. And now TLZ is back in the game.
He has the unlocks. He doesn't have that much meter, but that overdrive is definitely coming back real fast.
Yeah, already it's going to be at 70% at the end of this overdrive. No, 80. Okay, it was very close to 80, but that means he's more than likely going to get another first back. But no, there's the overhead.
See, that was so far away, man.
Oh my God, this is going to the wire as Monarch has made it 2-2 now.
I love BlazBlue. I love
damn.
BlazBlue.
This is my game.
Where's SKD, man? He'd be somewhere in the corner, just like, let me get next.
He's probably living his life, you know?
He's living his life. He's at home with his dog.
Whatever the case may be, we have our final game here for Combo Breaker 2022. This is it to determine who is our champion for BlazBlue Central Fiction.
I don't know about you, Isaiah, but I am exhausted.
I'm roaring and ready to go thanks to this Grand Finals. This is giving me the energy I need.
This Grand Finals is making me so exhausted just watching both of these players play.
Having to think about all the mental stack options is just egregious.
Oh,
cut the air
caught
tech. Yeah, you have to burst.
Not looking good for Monarch right here, because those are some pretty decent unlocks.
Yeah, and I mean, that was one of the setups that DLZ has yet to do, period. Okay?
Nice block.
And actually reacted that time, because you saw how late that Monarch crouched. I think he's starting to get way too scared of the double overhead.
Yep. Just sets it up. Backs up. Gets the crest.
Yep, yeah, still looking for that Dragon Punch. Very afraid of it. And that's what we were talking about earlier. Just the threat of the Dragon Punch alone is enough to make it so that it is powerful. You don't have to use it, but it is still good that way.
Yep. And of course, very wary on these 2Cs because DLC's been
And that's a first hit combo right there.
I was going to say, DLZ's been really good at checking a lot of Monarch movements, but just running forward and 2C'ing. Overdrive still on deck for a defensive option. Counter assault still there. Oh my goodness. He's just going to burst.
And waited for the burstable point, right, rather than all the burst safe stuff.
Yep.
I mean, Monarch could have RC'd, but then you're giving up the possibility of not being able to take the
danger
round,
state.
right? Yeah, you can no longer block in the air. You're going to take more damage, and you will get chipped. Blocking the overhead, blocking the double, and there's the DP to get through it. Monarch is now on tournament point.
Monarch just turned one of the worst openers into a very advantageous situation for himself.
That is the power of both Monarch and Ass for sure. The two in conjunction is forced to be reckoned with. Oh, blocking the overhead though. It was not a true combo.
Yeah. The one thing about Susanoo's overhead is like it's also distance based, right? All right. Check with the 5A.
Yep. It's going to try to... Oh, I love that. You recognize that there's a gap in between and try to jump away. But now, recognition on the hit is Monarch. Had to use 50 meter for this, but he's going to get full corner carry for it.
Honestly, the corner carry is definitely worth the 50 meter.
Yeah.
Yep, DPs.
Yep.
Gonna get a good 3K damage off this.
And the sword. So now you got to watch out for what's coming next.
the God Press. Nice instant block.
Oh god, oh no. Okay, block the overhead, and that's the chance to take your turn, but just a bit too far away for the 2B to do anything.
Yeah, just back off. I like it.
Okay, setting up.
Yeah, set up gets the crest.
Was looking for DP in the middle of that, so just did the 5B and did nothing else afterwards. Right? Or 5C,
Oh wow, just getting tagged by the second part of the 6B. That move comes out real fast, man. Yeah, no hero burst here.
4.3K is gonna go for, oh, well, can see what's happening right now.
Yeah, you can't.
Kara canceled into the lightning bolt to be able to punish the super on Wake Up?
I'm about it.
That was sick as hell. What recognition?
Okay, good. Confirmed. Not an autopilot confirmed, definitely. He's gonna get some good Oki here. Yep, tried to roll out. All right, I like that burst. I like the burst. Get Monarch into the corner. Final round, final game. No DP unlocked. It's getting kind of scary. Okay, DP's there.
Oh, missed on the overhead though, and yeah, fake the instant overhead because he was about to gain 50 meter, right? So DLZ thought it was coming.
Yep.
Oh, cut the airhead. Dirt kick. What a conversion!
I'm on the edge of my seat right now. All right, 4K damage. Gets the sword unlocked.
God, has everything unlocked basically at this point.
It's scary, but he has no burst available, but a lot of meter to work with.
Yeah, was looking for the DP on that one's not going to get it. Goes for the crested knockdown here. He's going to use it. Oh no! Got the hit right here. Overdrive activated. Monarch is looking to try and take it on this one, but he's got to hit the whole thing.
He's healthy. He's a healthy boy.
He does it! He does it! He doesn't know he's won! He doesn't know he's won! He doesn't know he's won! 2-P! Monarch won the tournament, has no idea on the 3-2! The 2-P Monarch unstoppable and is your combo breaker 2022 champion! What a damn set!
That's the Evo champion right there. That guy right there, he's the Evo champ. And he gave us a goddamn good show.
Oh my god.
Both of those guys, man. Yo, shouts out to Europe, man. Shouts out to DLZ. Shouts out to Monarch. Oh my god. Shouts out to Big Willie. Jesus Christ, man.
DLZ was the only person to push Monarch to the brink so far in Combo Breaker.
Yes.
Nobody else seemed to have brought that level of play to the point where, to be honest with you, after that bracket reset, I was starting to fear for Monarch's ability to be able to take it.
I'm sweating, man. Like, oh my goodness. I really like how both of their plays kind of kept adapting, you know? It's that old Japanese samurai saying where it's like you climb the mountain and you see the bigger mountain in front. Yeah, it's definitely something to strive for, you know, playing fighting games, being competitive and all that stuff. But, you know, shouts out to everybody that entered in the tournament. Shouts out to all you guys that have been watching with us, man. I'm sweating. I'm fucking sweating.
Oh my god, that was just ridiculous. I mean, yeah, you're totally right about climbing the mountain, but we had such a strong top 8 here, just in general, and I'm not even just talking about our grand finals. Like, obviously that's on my mind. It's going to be a while before I get it out of my mind, but the rest of the top 8 matches were sick too, and I have to congratulate everybody that's even made it this far in such a stacked tournament. So
yes.
Making it to top 8 in the first place is a feat of strength.
I think making it to top 24 is a feat.
Absolutely. Definitely agreed. For sure.
There are so many killers, you know, like rollback. We keep saying it over and over and over again. Revival, revival, revival. These guys are definitely revival.
Yeah, well, like I said, I think honestly this is the strongest BlazBlue's ever been in terms of vitality.
Yes, vitality.
Which is insane to me because it's not like this game like had low numbers previously. It was being played all over the country.
Every single time
like,
that BlazBlue is at a tournament, it's always crazy, man.
Yeah.
Like upwards of at least like 100 people.
Yeah, and like whatever the case may be, you know, people keep coming back for this game, and they will continue to come back.
There's a reason for that, Isaiah.
Yeah?
There's a reason for that.
Is
Unique characters, good rollback, one of the greatest defensive mechanics, honestly, I feel, in any fighting game.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, another good reason to come back for BlazBlue is the people up here on this top 8, all of them so strong and most likely willing to teach you if you hit them up. So let's go ahead and give them their dues and check out this medal ceremony here.
For sure. Now, of course, we got Badlime over there. It's in pretty swell.
7th place. Okay, so the only, and 7th place also on top of that is going to be Brkrdave, right? So. Oh, okay, yeah. So Kizzie Kay was in 7th, but we had to switch up to 5th place
because Kizzie's too good at other video games.
Yeah, Kizzie is still playing other games right now, which, you know, this isn't the first time that's ever happened.
Yeah, but shouts out to Yuri as well. If you guys are trying to learn that Light You Check, hit him up on twitter.com.
Yeah, and I gotta say, shout out to Jibca because we did unfortunately have to skip over while explaining.
Yes.
So, you know, good stuff to Jibca, who actually knocked Kizzie out. So,
yes.
You know, that's the big thing. And
yeah.
then Psykotik on your 3rd place, excuse me. And then 2nd place, the person who came all over, the lone wolf who almost knocked down the king, who put a chink and a crack in the throne.
The man bleeds. The man bleeds.
DLZ. But your tournament champion for Combo Breaker 2022, the two-peat, the strongest, the scientist, Monarch.
What a guy, man. What a guy. This guy loves BlazBlue. I can tell he loves BlazBlue.
Good lord. Everybody up in this top 8 definitely loves them some BlazBlue, for sure.
Yeah. Honestly, if anybody in chat is like, oh man, I could probably beat this guy, you know, in XXX times whatever, come out here and try and play him.
Yeah.
I guarantee you that you guys are you guys are on some drugs.
Yeah, well, I mean, regardless, you should at least try, because I think BlazBlue is a wonderful thing, and I consider this a special occasion, Alex. So I'm going to do something that I have been trying to refrain from doing, and only do it on special occasions. I'm going to ask our audience a quick question. I have one question for everybody at home, and you can answer it to yourselves. Does BlazBlue ever disappoint? And with that being said, I think it's time for us to get on out of here. Thank you so much, Nobody.exe, for joining me. I've been Ebonic Plague.
Follow my good friend Isaiah at Ebonic Plague.
And you can follow Nobody.exe at free Nobody.exe. All right, y'all. Well, that has been BlazBlue Central Fiction for Combo Breaker 2022. It has been an absolute pleasure for having us be here, and there is going to be more Combo Breaker action sticking around on some of the other streams, so please make sure to go tune into that.
Watch Strive.
Thank you so much, everybody. See you later.